dimension of imagination. It is an area which we call the Twilight.
Quiet. It's almost time. It's almost time. What do we got in comics tonight? Who do we have? Platinum, what is up, Platinum? Glad to see you're here tonight. It says, what's this crap about a final show and Merry Christmas? Yeah, I know. Merry Christmas to you guys. To whoever takes time to watch this right now. It is Christmas Eve. What do we got going on? Who is deep in the alcoholic eggnog? Who is deep? I mean, I've been good. I have not been in the Jack Daniels and eggnog tonight. I have not. I promise I'd be good. I am being good. One time a year. Bad day, why? Greg, what's up, Greg? What's up, brother? He says, sad day, brother. And patience is my virtue. Yes. Thank you so much, Greg. I appreciate that more than you'll ever know. God. Riding solo tonight. Riding solo tonight. Because that eggnog was marked since this morning. Woo! I know. I get you. I understand. Today, tonight, we're going straight to the source. Salty caramel. Salty caramel. That's right. Yes. You know what? I failed to bring my glass down here with me. I had a filled glass. I don't have it. Am I allowed to get out of my seat and go to this thing up? Am I? God, it's a little annoying. I forgot to turn off the sound light. So, every time I speak, they are going to blink. Guys, how has your Christmas Eve been going so far? I had a huge dinner. Thank you to my lovely wife. My beautiful wife at that. That made dinner. We made a nice spiral ham again. All the fixings. Mashed potato. Mac and cheese. The veggies on the side. Everything. It's a hell of a thing. Thank God for that. Guys, yes, I have announced on Facebook that I will be having the final episodes of Goat Milk Diaries. Every good thing has to come to an end. Well, it was good for me. I don't know how good it was for you guys. What's up, Mr. Cynical? God bless you. Thank you for coming on, spending some time here with me. Pretty much, it's been a little busy for me. I have things going on in life right now that needs my utmost attention. I usually don't let people in on my business, aside from anything going on Facebook with belts and all that. But big things happen in my life, and hopefully, by the grace of God, they will happen. They will come to fruition. Hopefully, by the end of January, we will get these big things moving. Um, Not in the world of Facebook or belt making, but just in my personal life. And moving on to much bigger things. So, guys, hopefully God answers my prayers and hard work pays off. And hopefully it'll happen for me. But yeah, I just there's a lot going on. There's a lot to do here. I think everybody that has been coming on here and dedicating some time. Andrea, what's going on? Hey, what is up? Thank you for coming tonight. Um, you should have came and brought some of those nice belts. You've been keeping stuff from us. You should have brought some of those belts on with us. It's okay. Um, but yeah, I have a lot of things going on. We moved the day from a certain day on during the week, Wednesday, to Saturdays. But even so, it's been hard for the team to get together and do things. Uh, I've been trying my best, but I can't let this get in the way of projects, work, and other things that need to come to play. So, unless we do this every 2 weeks or something like that, end of the month, maybe, I don't know. There's really no point in doing it like that. Who wants to wait a whole month? Andrea, I'm doing great. I hope you're doing good. I hope your Christmas Eve is going awesome, blessed, um, cut loose, let loose. Listen, there's nothing bad you can do tonight that will prevent Santa from coming to your home anyways, because he's already taken flight. It's said and done. Your present's in the bag. It's in the sleigh. So don't worry about it. Guilt free. Do what you got to do. Do it guilt free. Am I a little dark here? There we go. Got a little light ring on the side here. Maybe turn it up just a little bit. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I got a lot of things going on. I need to make sure that those things go smoothly. Maybe after those things set sail and things are going in the right direction, I can maybe come back to this. The boys, if they want to come back to this, the boys can actually keep going with it if they want. That being my boy Ethan Thompson, Easy E, and Tony Leonidas, if he decides to show up. More of a guest now. But anyways, yeah, that's the story. That's all it is. There's nothing weird going on. It's just my decision. I need to move on to other stuff. Yeah, brother. I mean, home buying is a stressful thing, and more when you're trying to do more than a home. You're trying to, like I said, I don't try to let too much of my business out, but when you're trying to get yourself settled for later on in life, you want to start off with a duplex, a triplex, an apartment complex, even if it's small, 5-6 units, and just start accumulating. Start getting the ball rolling. You're not getting any younger. It's time to get those things going, and hopefully by the time I see my way out, because who knows, today was given, tomorrow's not promised. So who knows? We just got to make sure we keep trying to plan ahead. Never will, but try. Oh, Mr. Sandman, it's too early. Don't do that to me. Anyways, shoot, it's hard being on here without a drink. When I say drink, I mean a drink. I don't mean like an alcoholic beverage here. My throat is dry. Overate, probably too much. Let me see if I can get some operation here. I can get something going on here. Hmm. Use the moi for a second. So, yeah, bingo. There you go. Diversify. You got to try to do something. You got to try to put something together. You never know. Anyways, there's plenty of stuff going around right now, and I mean I haven't paid too much attention to the local news, not news, but uh, word going around. What's up, Kevin? What's going on, brother? He says, "What's up, Mendoza? Merry Christmas, brother. Merry Christmas to you too, brother." What is this about great custom belts not having any middlemen? We booted the good old boys. Why? If anybody knows what I'm talking about, and this went down today on Facebook, I saw it earlier. I was disgusted by that. I was really disgusted by that. I don't know what's going on with that, but what are you going to do? Nothing you can do. Shoot, I would like maybe to get the last interview, talk about it. Anybody wants to talk about it? I don't know. Tyler, comments. That would be good. And I'm here for the cause. I really like to know the reason why. Now, I know there are no angels, no innocent boys here, but they do what they do with good reason. I like to think. And if that comes around, let me tell you, not good for Emma Sod. Uh, let me see. I'm not feeling this new music I got on today, but I thought I'd try something different. I don't know. What do I got here? What do I have here? What do I got? Oh, oh, all right. Guys, get your orders in uh, with pinfall title belts. That's another thing I really need to concentrate on because um, we have a price of HD plates on American leather. And in order for me to concentrate more time to that, because the orders are starting to come in, I really need to put my time into there. I usually put on the show for an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours sometimes. And I need to put those 2 hours into those orders. So it has to be done. Oh, the great quality. Kevin says you should see some of that great quality I have from some of my belts from him. Yikes! I I don't know. He was doing pretty good from what I was seeing. I was seeing that his work was pretty consistent. I heard today that those pictures weren't actually his, but the belts that they're coming in to people doing reviews on those belts weren't actually his belts at all. So I don't know what to think about that. Um, Time will tell. The truth always comes out. Um, we know how that is. Um, I'm gonna say, shoot, I don't know, and I think this is why in pinfall title belts we're only messing with HD. We're not trying to mess with your hybrid plates. We're not trying to mess with your run-of-the-mill SD plate, none of that. Um, uh, I think my thought on that is everybody is going to always try to do a re-leather, no matter. I've seen belts from Kuminawas, belts from ORM, as fabulous and high regards as I have ORM on this leather. I see people re-leather those belts all the time. I see Classic Shields plates and belts getting re-leather. I have 2 Classic Shields belts here with me now that are sent here to re-leather. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the idea of getting the American leather put onto the plates. I don't know. Um, Maybe it's just taste. People like what you do and they prefer that over what's on their belt. Um, but honestly, the thing we do at pinfall belts is we weed out the problems of getting SD and other method of plates out at a certain price, because honestly, makers are losing their ass, and then it's very hard to warranty or to keep up with a certain standard of work versus having a HD plates where you have real 4mm plates, you have uh, more correct artwork, you have 24 karat gold plating, and the price is a little higher, but it's not killing your pocket. It's not killing your budget, because there's guys that'll go to Classic Shields and will give you one belt, HD belt, $1,500. It's gonna take maybe a year, 2 years to get. Versus going to pinfall, you're gonna get 3 nice belts. If you crack, this is between you and him. Depending how you make your deals, you could get 3 HD belts for either $1,200 or $1,500 on his leather, right? And you will probably have them within 3 months at the most. So definitely something worth doing. And then later on, you could, if you decide to upgrade the leather, you're still winning because you have HD plates going on American leather, and you got the belt way, way cheaper than you would pay getting it then. And this is no knock on anybody else, but you would be still getting it cheaper than going to Noirs, going to RM, going to Classic Shields. Of course, you can say they're some of the best guys in the biz. Yes, they are. I'm not going to argue with that. But here it is. You're going to pay a hell of a premium in price and time. Okay, so that's where we're at. Kevin says, my HD Winged Eagle from him is fantastic. But did he make it? I don't know. A lot of guys were going to my guy. Pinfall was a middleman. He was a fabricator first. He was doing a lot of HD plates for a lot of makers. I won't name them. I'm not going to burn anybody like that, but a lot of them were making, and they were his plates. But then he decided to kind of do it at his own, you know what I mean? And I jumped in on it. Greg says, I can't speak from experience about Great Customs belts, but I've gotten belts from makers in the past, and it hasn't been pretty. X-Men has been good. Orm has been amazing for me. Pinfall, I'll let you know. Okay, definitely. And you will know. Oh, also, I think I did tell you, Greg, your HD center plate came in. Yeah, that's going home soon. I'm going to start the leather on that, put it together for you, and that'll be going home soon. Your Big Eagle is going to be on its way. So hopefully, as soon as this Christmas madness of shipping ends, which should be tomorrow and the day after, we won't have all this mass hysteria of people that have been losing their packages and belts, and tracking has been horrific through United States Postal Office. So hopefully it'll get better. Kev says, from what I've seen where Heel's leather work, looks pretty darn good. I haven't felt it, but looks of it is nice. Well, I'll tell you this, the leather's not bad. Thank you, Greg. Hells yeah. Well, Raheel, I'll tell you this. Raheel his leather work reminds me of it's basically like Nawaz's leather work. I mean, and we're talking about his like upgraded leather. I have two Nawaz belts. I have a SD tag with upgraded leather, and the backing was still vinyl, but it's almost the same damn thing. So I don't know. Oh, I'm drinking beer, but it's root beer. I could probably dump some of that Tennessee Smoky in there and make it a little bit juicier. But definitely, I mean, those are things I haven't really been in the hobby that much as far as commenting, opening conversations, looking at different makers and testing out their work and getting involved with all that. Um, I'm kind of in my corner, just minding my own business with that. People, no matter how much you warn people, you advise people to do certain things, they will still stray and do their own thing, which is fine. Um, just it's the same people we see afterwards in groups, just bitching and moaning about this maker did this to me and did that. I mean, even the best of the best, Classic Shields has people on wait for over a year, 2 years for some people. So even those will make you wait. So um, to me, it's almost like time is an issue and it isn't. It just depends on the size of your order and all that shit. But I mean, come on. At this point, that's anybody. What you're really looking is for the best bang for your buck. Tyler, what's up, man? Tyler says Emma Suddenly is watching you. Maybe he can explain. Well, hopefully he has some. Hopefully he has some input. I would like to know. I would definitely like to know what's going on with that. But, and that would be a good interview to bring him on. Because you can't do that to the good old boys. You can't do that. That's a no-no. Bro, he ruined me and comment bad. My heart's broken for you guys. You guys are what made great custom belts great. It's what made it very friendly, very funny, very open, very, dare I say, attractive to go there, because there was a very tight knit of people. It felt very nice to be able to have somebody to shoot the breeze with and shoot the shit with and have a certain honesty about it. And you guys didn't pull no punches, and especially when it came to his quality. And if you guys had to come down on his ass, you guys did it all the time. So that's more than fair. Yes, and all the music videos and God, everybody wished him so well on his wedding. Maybe as the wife, because women will change a man. He just got married, or maybe we've all been suspecting. Maybe it's the hubby. Maybe he likes goat. Maybe he's been goat herding and bringing the goat home. Or maybe she wears the pants in the house. I don't know. Says, that's what done it. LOL. Can't joke about him being a bride. Is that what it is? Take off the dress, put on your man pants, get over it. When you roll with Tyler and Talmadge, you're one of the boys and you're gonna get hazed. That's just how it is. It's the American way. That's what's. Come on now. Come on, Cletus. Come on, Cletus. Come on now. I'm going to check Facebook real quick because I've noticed that when I do the show, Sometimes I'm on here and I forget to say hi to the good people that are watching the show, but not tonight. I see it's not on it. I forgot to probably post it. What else is going on Facebook? What else is going on in the hobby? What is going on? Kevin says, I have 3 belts from Masad Ali I really like, and then 3 that have issues. It's really a hit or miss. Well, here's the thing, because let's look at it this way: inconsistency. Was it 3 really good belts in a row and then 3 bad ones with issues in a row? Because that signals something. You know what I mean? Maybe his virginity was stolen by his woman. And now all that dirty little mind can think of is, you know what I mean? Tyler says Kevin will get removed from the group now for honesty. Sucks. It sucks. Greg says it's just like wrestling, dude. Charisma. When dealing with RM, you get Vincent. And believe it or not, Omi actually FaceTimed me. Yes, I believe it. He's taking the time to have some chats with me about artwork and stuff like that. So definitely, he will take the time as long as you're not an a-hole. That's the way it is. Kev says 2 good in a row. He says, I will say the belts are outstanding though. Good. It's good. It's good to have transparency. Good to be honest. I get that. Guys, what else? Let's recap. For the very few watching, what happened in the hobby this year? What happened in the hobby this year? What was the shit hit the fan moment? What was the moment that took our breath away? What was the high point? What was the low point? How many times was the hobby exposed this year? How many times was the hobby exposed? And I still yet want to know what it is that got exposed. I still need to know. Oh, he's laughing at Tyler. Tyler says he makes a really nice Big Eagle and Winged Eagle. Well, mostly all classic titles. New belts, meh, not so much. I can attest to that because I have 2 sets of HD plates. Both are HD. One is a Big Eagle. Very, very nice. Not a flaw that I could find on that. And a tag. WWF Classic tag. I could not find anything wrong with that. But the price point was a little... and not because I'm being... And I will be a little biased. But my guy can do the same work at a lower price. And Masad Ali sells the plates alone for $550. My guy will sell you a full belt HD for $550. Shit. I don't know. Kev says, I will continue to finish my TNA collection with M. Assad. That I won't front about because the TNA belts he does are nice. And I will probably agree with that. I have seen them. They are nice. Tyler says, must expose Taylor. He talk bad and speak Middle Eastern language too much. He joke, haha, he no like, and leave nice comment. Oh, God. Guys, we saw an awesome interview this year. An interview with Classic Shields. Of course, I don't know about anybody else's interviews. I know that people have interviewed them before, but the interview with Kevin on Double Dropkick was damn good. I felt there were some questions there that were a little tough, and some felt like they were a little hard to swallow and answer. but he got through it. Um, yeah, that was a damn good interview. I think that was a damn good interview. Um, I think another good moment this year, uh, early in the year, when Kevin did an interview before it was double dropkick, or maybe it was. I don't know. It was on the Dab Network, but it was also when he had Guido on there, and he gave him a verbal tongue lashing. I mean, it was one of the best interviews I've seen. My hat is taken off to Mr. Kevin Davenport. Awesome, awesome guy. The PM for price is whack. He was charging me and Talmadge way less and upcharging customers. Not fair, to be honest. I don't mind a free belt every once in a while for helping out, but I don't like how he charges. And that's something that I actually spoke to my guy about, and I said, whatever price you give me, if you can afford to give me that price, you can afford to give that price to people. What do you prefer? Do you want to sell 5 belts a month and get what you want for them, or do you want to move a little more production and charge a little less? If you charge a little less and get more production, you will get more money out of it at the end of the month than sitting around waiting for a sale to happen. Yeah. Kev says, I feel a lot like a lot of makers do that. It's super shady. It's for some middlemen, that's how it is. It's very known that for some middlemen, they receive free belts for a certain amount of sales and belts, which is fine, because if that's, to me, it's fine. If that's what they agree on, that's what they agree on. You know what I mean? If they get discounted belts, no matter what belt sales they get, but they get a discount, that's fine also. But it's super fair for them to make a deal with you and be able to give you that same deal to the customer. That's what you really want. Yeah, keep the price the same. That's one thing also. Don't tell a customer $5.50 and then the other customer is paying $6.25 for the same thing. Don't do that. That's just horrific. Greg says consistency is key, and yes, it is. X-Men does list his prices. Shout out to Nick Carnival, Big Boys Belts, and he is a middleman for X-Men belts, and those guys keep it really crystal clear and honest, and everything's very transparent. There's nothing hidden there. And says, I know we trash mock belts, rightfully so, but one thing he does right is he lists his prices. Makers should be listing prices. That's something that we've always talked about in the hobby big time. We've always said, people always say how much, and then they say PM. Right? Don't do that. I tell my guy, if somebody says, well, what's the price? Go ahead and tell them in the comment section, because if you don't, I will. If I catch it and see it, I'm going to let them know. There's no secrecy needed. The only thing is, there is going to be a different price if you start asking for stuff like, oh, I want it HD, but I want it double stack, triple stack, and I want this and I want that upgraded, and then that should be pretty damn clear and obvious to any fool that if you start asking for extra stuff, the price is gonna go high. Of course, the one thing we do with pinfall belts, we don't have one-piece tips. It's a two-piece tip. It's very nicely plated. It fits beautifully. But if you do want a one-piece tip, it can be done, but it's going to be an extra charge. There's guys like F Club BK, that guy. He will sell you a belt for $650. No belt tip on the belt whatsoever. And if you want a one-piece tip, it's an extra $50 to $100, I think. Nick is a great admin. He's an awesome guy. Aha doesn't. Yeah, well, Kev says I saw one dude say how much on a maker's listing, and then followed it up by saying, "And don't say PM me." It's very annoying. I know it's been annoying to people for a long time. It's the PM me has got to go. The PM is PU. It stinks. Let's that's let's make that a thing for 2025. No more PM me price. A lot of those guys lose sales because they do that. They lose the customer right off the bat. As soon as they say PM me for price, you've already lost. And if the price scares you because they might ask for something fancy, well, just say starting price. If your belts start at 350, say 350. And then if the guy PMs you and says, "Yeah, I want that belt for 350. I want it super curved. I want a one-piece tip. I want upgraded leather. I want it to be stacked and put my custom logo." Then you got to hit their brakes and say, "Hey, my belts SD on my regular leather start at 350. That's the price for the belt. If you want this, this, and this added, that's how it is." In America, we're used to that. You go to Burger King, you want a double cheeseburger, and then the price is right there. The price says $5.95, and then you say, "Add bacon, grill the onions, switch the buns, and do this and do that, and then the fries. Add bacon bits to it and put some cheese on them bitches." And then you get to the window. We already know the price is going to be higher. We already know that. So why are we doing it as a customer? Also, why are we doing it to the seller? You should know better. That goes both ways. Kev says the worst thing I can hear from a maker is tomorrow, because tomorrow never comes. And their tomorrow is very different from ours, because tonight is already tomorrow for them. They're already waking up right now. They're like 9-10 hours ahead of us. I'm making you hungry. I'm sorry. Am I going to start making you thirsty? Maybe. Let's get this cracking. Ooh. Get some of that in there. Make sure I don't spill it. Easy. Easy. I made you hungry. I'm sorry, guys. I'm actually getting hungry too. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going upstairs and have me some more of that ham. That beautiful spiral cut ham my wife made. Awesome. She does her own thing too. She puts the honey, the brown sugar, and other little things. And if you're smart and you want a little extra kick, you still some of that red chili peppers, like the kind you put on the pizza, you sprinkle it around, and it gets all toasty and crackly around the edges. And then when you have a little piece of that, oh, good God, look. Oh, it's a moment. He said that 6 tomorrows ago. Andrea, it's not moonshine today. It is whiskey. But it's flavored salty caramel or caramel. I don't want to start the whole argument about who says how and what, but it's caramel and it's salty. And I just put it in some root beer, A&W. It's the creamiest, baby. So let's see what that's like. Ooh. Ooh, that's very recommended. Ooh. Now I can't chug it. I'm gonna have to zip this. Oh, Stephen Hammer. People, the hammer has just dropped. What is up, my brother from another mother? Love you, bro. Hope you're having an excellent Christmas Eve. Just want to remind you that even though we are without the ones we miss and love, we're still here, fortunately. This goes out to everybody. With the most fortunate that are still here to enjoy our love, our presence, our energy, everything, guys. That's super important. We can still extend a hand, a hug out to those who are here, okay? Don't forget that. Mhm. Yes, as it really comes down to honesty, I don't get why it's a cat and mouse game with a lot of the makers. If you tell me, hey, I can send you photos in a few days because I need to finish something cool, don't tell me tomorrow when it's not even ready. And that is true. That's true. I get you. And you know what? I think it's the whole thing of they're way out there on the other side of the world. And the fact that you can't drive up and knock on somebody's door and say, yo, what the, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's, they have a safety net, huge safety net distance, guys. That's what it is. And that's all it is. And especially if you send them their money, your money, a deposit or anything, they're going, if these guys want it, they're gonna have to wait. It's on them. And if they don't want to wait, that's how they figure. They don't care about burning up their name. They don't have the same values, the work ethics we do. They don't care if their name, if the Brave Custom Belts gets burnt out in a week. The week after that, they make up a new site, new pictures, new names, new business name, and boom, they're back on the scene, guys. A good belt maker this year for me, the breakout maker this year for me is going to be I want to say these three. One is not great, but I think he's a breakout guy because he's starting off with a certain price point and quality that matches that. Eagle Championship belts is the breakout belt maker this year for me. Number two, breakout belt maker for me is Jack Championship belts. Awesome work. Awesome work. He does a good hybrid plates, which is, I got no problem with him. I actually have a box of dual plated winged eagles he made, and I could probably, if you guys allow me a minute to do it, and I don't lose all of my 10 viewers, I'll go grab them and show them to you towards the end of the show. But we also have my guy, Mr. Raheel from Pinfall Title Belts. He came into the game with about only 40 to 60 members in his group. We're close to 300. The number would have been much, much greater. But guys, I am the guy screening everybody that goes into that group. That group is for serious business. I look at everybody's profiles. I make sure they're not some spam stuff. You don't post things from other stuff. Today I banned a guy. Somebody said, I would like to have a good big eagle made. And I don't, and the maker he mentioned is a maker I love a lot. But one of the rules is you don't promote or mention other makers. You're on that page specifically because it's for Pinfall Title Belts. He goes and offers the services of some other maker. So I go on there, beep boop bop boop beep 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 boop, gone. Thank you, Stephen Hammer. He is awesome. He's got ways to go. We are actually doing something that we're going to implement something into the leather. Because I always see them. This is something I told them. I said, why is it that you guys always make your leather and make the wrong artwork, the lines, the wrong snap box area tooling on the belts? Why do that? And why is it that if I request a snap box to be accurate and nice, You guys can make that, and I can provide that for my customers. You guys can't do that. Isn't it easier for you guys to use press plates? So pretty soon, guys, uh, we're gonna make sure that every leather job, the snap box areas, we're gonna make sure that those snap areas are done with press plates. All the lines will be imprinted. They're going to be straight. They're going to be even. They're going to be exactly they need to be. And the belt tips should meet flush on edge to edge. So that's something we're going to work on, because there's different snap box presses for different types of belts, especially the ones for JMAR. They have a certain texture. You cannot duplicate by tool. They have to be press plates. Kev says, Pinfall is taking over, bro. I'm on the train. I'm down to help grow his business as much as I can. Pushes plates on your leather as much as I can. Thank you, brother. And I appreciate that. And pinfall belts is for everybody, even for guys. Kevin does awesome leather work. He just came into the game, but he's doing super awesome. I'm really glad to see guys like him and other guys do real good as soon as they come in, because helps take the load off of this guy. Helps take the load off of other guys. I know, because I talk to 10, 15 other leather guys consistently, and we're all booked. So how is the belt game dead? I don't know how the hobby's dead when we're all booked. I'm like, I turn down more jobs these days than I take jobs. Right now, I haven't opened my orders for like a month and a half. So Kev, hurry up. Jump on it, baby. Oh, yes. Greg says straight snaps would be amazing. Present company excluded. Yes. That's one thing. Like, the snaps have to line up. They have to be straight. They have to be symmetrical. All that stuff is super, super, super important. Yes, he will be beveling it. He's going to stamp it, and then he's going to bevel all the lines and everything. No, and you know what? I've seen press plates that, like, imitate the beveling. Not a good idea, because it leaves the lines really wide. I don't recommend it. There's some belts you can do that. I know JMAR did that a lot. Sometimes we overdo JMAR stuff. We'll do the snap boxes and bevel every little line. When if you go look at any of his original belts, he literally just pressed them and then he was done. He didn't take all the time to bevel all those lines. Yes, says, appreciate that, Antonio. Got a long ways to go, but I love the learning journey it is. It's really nice. Every now and then I try to throw in some tips in there into the groups, into the leather groups, and hopefully people pick up all those little tips and tricks and helps them develop a lot quicker. You know what I mean? My hands, if you see, all the time I'm cracking my knuckles now, my hands hurt all the time. They're always like, my hands are just like, it takes a lot of energy to close them, to squeeze them. They're so puffy. If there's no other word I can explain, but they're just tons of inflammation. You know what I mean? Ken says that's exactly why I was asking, because the leather work will look wonky if not hand tooled after the press plate. Yeah, it's got to be hand tooled. So the center, everything's blank. It presses the lines in so that they know exactly what tool to trace over what line, and then put the texture in the middle, and it's nice and straight and even. Because all this wonky stuff that I've seen from other belt makers, it's got to stop. Honestly, I will say this: Great Custom Belts is getting their snapbox game together. They have got it together, because, and it's not 100, but compared to how it was even 6 months ago, 7 months ago, it took a pretty big leap as far as that game goes. You know what I mean? Nah, I mean, take another zip. Kind of takes me another zip. Does anybody trek Santa anymore? Does anybody trek? I thought I heard some reindeer feet on my roof. I'm in the basement. But it could be anything at this point. I got a good question for you guys right now after this comment. Kevin says, I'm helping one of the stone guys do his first strap right now, and he was like, shiznits, heading this strap out sucks. I thought dremeling was bad. Yeah, it's going to be a while before you get a steady hand for that. Use a ruler as much as you can. Use your stencils as much as you can. For the guys who are starting off cutting that very edge, I really recommend, guys, that you trace that with either a stylus or take yourself a swivel knife and very lightly go perfectly around that border once or twice, so that when you come around with your knife, you're finally going to be able to go through that, and it's more of a guide. It won't let it come off of that line. Think of it as train tracks, and you'll be able to cut that really nice. I was an upholsterer for many years, 15, 16 years. So when I started in leather, it was real easy for me to cut with a razor box knife right on that line. Just no problem. It was no problem. It says, yep, anything that is a straight go. Use a straight edge for sure. I can freehand everything else. Well, but definitely straight edge on the straight lines. And another tip I'll give you, your hole punches. Whenever there's an inside round line, take that hole punch as close as you can to that round inside edge, and boom, tap that hole out, and it'll be a perfect circle. And then just start off from the semicircle into the straight line, and that'll help you out. Greg says, big man, that IWGP4 your releathering is amazing. Let me know when yeah, I messaged him about it. He was ready to jump on it, brother, but we have a quota. We're sticking to that quota. He cannot do more. I told him I will not shoot him more belts than he needs to finish. We're not going to do that. So hopefully next week he can message me and let me know when he sends out a certain amount of belts. And what I ask him to do is show me all the shipping invoices. When he can show me, and they're not duplicates, he sends me pictures. So when I see that they're clear, they send on the dates and everything, I go, okay, I'll send you one or two more belts. Yeah, brother. That's something that you can do. And of course, those hole punches come in different sizes. I got them up to the size of this mic. They're that huge around. So depending on the inside curves or outside curves, that's what I do. Also, if you want really clean edges on the outside of the belt tips, if you go to Springfield Leather Supply, Amazon, or anything, there are those semi-round outside corner cuts. They are corner dies or something like that, or punches. Those things, you can take them. You can cut your belt tips, the end of the belt tips, the strap square, and then just take those half moon round things, put them on the corners, and flip side, and your corners are really nice and round. That's what I do. Helps out. And sometimes I don't even cut those corners until I'll tool the lines and everything, but I won't cut that out until I put the backing on. Then I'll finally take that tool and so that round edge is cut together with the backing perfectly straight. It helps out a lot. Okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Here's another tip. You could go to Home Depot and make your own. You can go buy a piece of steel pipe, and what you do is you take a grinder and just spin that pipe on that grinder and put a cutting edge on that pipe, and you just turn that pipe around and you got yourself a punch for the diameter you want. There's a lot of tools you can do by hand. You don't necessarily need to go buy that one tool. I love to weld. I do a lot of fabricating. I have a welder, so I can put handles, weld stuff together. A lot of the tools I've made, like my edgers and stuff like that, I make those on my own. I make my own handles because if they don't offer it, if you don't know about it, then make it. when you come to a point where something is just not right for you, just start thinking outside the box. Start start making your tools. You need to. You know what I mean? If you need a knife a certain shape and you hate doing things a certain way, hey, do that. If you want to take um, some angle iron and bend that to the shape of a snap box and cut the edge on that, put a sharp edge on that so that it cuts out your whole snap box area in one shot, you can do that too. It's just you can, you're going to invest an hour in to make it, but it's better than waiting 2 or 3 days or spending a month on the internet looking for a tool that doesn't exist. Make your own tool. You know what I mean? That's all you have to do. Shoot, there's a lot of stuff you can do. There's a lot of guys that I've turned on to, not turned on like that. Well, who knows? But I've turned them on to using a compressor and spraying the glue versus sitting there with a little brush trying to rub that glue on the whole backing and on the belt itself, because by the time you get done, that glue is like setting and no good anymore. My favorite belt to re-leather has got to be, I don't get tired of re-leathering Winged Eagles. I don't get tired of doing the classic IC, the classic tag. I don't get tired of doing the NWA T belts. I wish I got my hands on more Hogans, like the 85, the 86s, that kind of stuff. Oh, Kevin. Oh, Kevin, come on. Behave. It's Christmas Eve. Well, what time is it now? It is, well, here with me, it's 11:29 in Indiana. I don't know what time it is over there with you guys. Where are you guys from? Where y'all from? Explain yourself. Classic belts, you know what it is? It's because I think our love for wrestling was born there. Uh, and that's what it is. You know what I mean? Guys that were born in the 50s will forever love 50s hot rods. If you were born in the 70s, you will love your muscle cars. The 60s. If you were born in the 80s and 90s, you love your old school Ferraris, and you know what I mean? That's just how it is. Andrea, she's in Ohio. You're my neighbor. You're not even that far from me. You're not that far. That's awesome. That is awesome. Ohio, baby. I had to drive up there one time to just pick up a sewing machine. That's another thing I need to dedicate some time to my stitching. That's something I haven't been able to do. I bought the material and everything to start doing my own belt bags. So whenever I finish a customer's belt, I make my own belt bag, put my stamp on there and everything, and send her out in it. You know what I mean? Mr. Cynical, he says, I was born in the wrong generation, born in the 90s, but love the 50s and 60s muscle cars. Hey, I was born in 79, for those of you who love to know. 79, what? I love my muscle cars from almost any era. And that's because, growing up, my dad did body work and paint, and my uncles did also, and they did fabrication. I got into it. So I love all types of cars of all flavors. Man, it's just, and I love working on them, tinkering. Tinker forever on the car. If you were born in 90, it wasn't bad. I was born in 79, so I got to enjoy the mid 80s. So I enjoyed the Saturday morning cartoons, As you can see, I have a lot of collectibles here. You guys never get to see the rest of the room and all the shelving and all the stuff on the other side. But man, I love collecting. I love collecting. Oh yeah, 74 muscle cars? Yes, sir. What's the dream car for you? Mine is a 1969 Boss 420. Sorry. Tim Allen was brought out of me for some reason. Boss 429. Boy, you don't want nothing, do you? Well, I'll tell you what I had. I was very fortunate growing up. Junior high, I had a 79, late 70, you could say 80, Ford Fairmont with a 5.0 engine. The car was decommissioned from the police department, so it was, you know what I mean? It was a nice car. It was 4-barrel, 302. Shoot, nice car. C4 tranny. That thing had Aussie rear end. Beautiful car. Me and my dad fixed it up. My dream car is the car that I let go years ago, and I need back in my life. It is my 72 GT Torino front end Ranchero with a 351 Cleveland 4-barrel C6 tranny, Aussie rear end, sitting on my slicks with plenty of horsepower. I made, converted everything to electric, even the fan, different belt drive system. I did a whole crap load of work to that. I restored everything. Woo! That one I took it down to the metal, wiring, interior, paint, the whole deal. Jesus goodness. I turned the speed hard and didn't realize I had a very expensive toy up here. I don't know if you guys remember this character. His name was John Blackstar. And this little dragon mate is super hard to find with his wings intact. And his teeth glow and his eyes glow in the dark. This guy had him sitting on top. This thing is like $400. Whew. Yeah, almost bumped him off. Kev says, for me, I wish I could have experienced the music scene at the perfect age in the 80s. I'd give anything to see Def Leppard and Motley Crue. Oh, bro. Motley Crue was something to experience for sure. Lane, how's it going? Good to have you on. He says, I was born in 1963. I lived through a lot of the classic cars. Brother, what was your car in high school? I'd like to know. And how many of you guys made out in the back seats of cars? That's what I want to know. I'll tell you what I missed out. And I would have been a dog. The drive-ins. Drive-in movies. Dates. Kev says, I saw Motley Crue, Def Leppard. Joan Jett was a good show. And Poison live a couple years ago at Fenway Park, but it's not the same. Of course it's not. You got to see him in there. That's like a lot of these wrestling legends we talk about. You just had to have seen them in their day. Yeah, that crazy looking. I got a crazy looking sword. I have the Thundercat sword right there, standing up behind it. Yeah, I'm trying to get that He-Man, and I want Conan the Barbarian's sword. I need that one too. Conan the Barbarian. That's another cool movie. Cheers, guys. Def Leppard kicked ass, though. It was an amazing experience. I bet, man. I bet. I'll tell you who. I'll be honest with you. I'll tell you who I wanted to experience growing up. And too many guys were too proud probably too proud to admit this. But I would have liked to have gone to a New Kids on the Block concert. Those chicks were hungry and wild. I needed a shoulder to cry on at the end of that concert. I could have taken advantage of all of that. Lane says, my car in high school was a 77 Chevrolet Camaro. Awesome ride. 77 was a nice ride. My favorite Camaro is actually a 72. And if it's a split bumper, even better. Kev says drivings are great. Thankfully, I was still growing up in an age where that was fun. Ah, man. Uh, drive-ins, I think in California before I moved here, I went to a drive-in. It was like one of the last drive-ins around in all of California. I think there was maybe 2 or 3. But it was the closest one to us. I went there before we left. Good experience, man. Lane says, I saw good bands also. I bet, man. If I could go back in time and experience, let's say, if I can only go to one concert in my life, and I could only go back in time to experience this one time, Wembley Stadium, Queen was there, and a lot of other special people. Baby, that was the place to be. I would say that's my Woodstock. For me, that would have been my Woodstock. Kev says, my first concert at 5 years old was Hanson. Bop. Bop. Yeah, those boys they were risen. They could riz up any girl. Yeah, brother, I'm telling you, that was, and I saw that the actual concert live years ago on an original recorded tape. Just the wave of people was awesome. The movie didn't do it justice. Honestly, Wembley is huge. Mr. Senegal, he says, I've gotten to see some good bands. Reunited GNR in 2016, Black Sabbath in 2016, Paul McCartney in 2010 were top 3. I bet. Yeah, Black Sabbath, pretty cool band. I think growing up, before I switched some certain tastes of music, I really wanted to go to a Hootie and the Blowfish concert when they were just at the peak of their career. I wanted a Hootie and the Blowfish concert to happen. It never came to LA in the area at the time I wanted. But that would have been a hell of a concert for me to go. But Wembley Stadium, back in the day, that was the thing to be. I would not miss that if I had the choice. Awesome time for cars, bands, movies, toys. It was just, America was amazing. I think that's what people mean when they say make America great again. I don't think they mean all the other bullshit complicated stuff. It's more like the stuff we experience. We want music to be amazing. We want the no BS stuff going around about, and don't get me wrong, but here's my son and decided yesterday he's a girl, so we're all going to change our pronouns. Can we just forget about the retardedness and just be normal? Saying be normal is radical to people today. Oh, Sublime, yes. Wow. If Snoop Dogg was there, Sublime, oh, forget it. Oh, man. Sublime was the shit, no lie. It was good, man. Guys, hopefully by next month I can get back to doing something I really love to do, and is doing the theme belts. So hopefully I'll have this Hogan theme belt done. I have a Shawn Michaels theme belt I'm going to be doing. These are going to be up for raffle. I have a big green coming in that's personally for me. I'm going to do that for me. I have another Bret Hart belt in mind. I did a winged eagle Bret Hart one. Now I want to do a classic IC. So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Hopefully we can do that. I still have a big eagle that I might do because I haven't seen anybody do it. Maybe I should do a Stone Cold Big Eagle. Bingo. I haven't seen anybody do it. It'd be nice. I have a tag. There's a bunch of stuff. God, I have maybe 12 belts in boxes. Plates, not belts, plates that I have not done. I have Ring of Honor. I have a UWF, which I know that one originally is done with the plain edges, just like the red IC was done. But I want to do mine with the shell tooling. And this is probably no secret, but I really want to start making Reggie Park clones. You heard me right. I don't mean making fake Reggies. I mean openly for everybody to get one if they want one. A Reggie Parks clone. I mean, we clone everything. The plates, we clone the leather, everything except for the stamp. But I will be cloning one for me. Then we'll see what we do for the public. It says I want to do a custom Bret Hart winged eagle from my own collection. He was my favorite wrestler growing up. Hey, go for it, dude. Go for it, because there's times I break my head just thinking about how should I do this tastefully? How can I do this without blowing up, making it over exaggerated and looking horrible? How can I make this to where people like what it is so much that they want to have one? You know what I mean? Anybody can make a theme belt, but will people like it? Will people like it as much for them to have one, to ask for one? You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Mr. Cynical says, if you get the itch to do a Reggie Parks clone Hogan 84, let me know. Brother, you let me know. I'm open. But definitely I want to make clones. I'm tired of this subject where everybody's okay with cloning everything Reggie does, even the signature on the plates and everything. But for some reason, you can't clone the stamp on the leather. Who cares? Who cares? There's people on Facebook selling Reggies left and right. Reggies. We don't know. These people don't have paperwork. They don't even have receipts. We're supposed to just eat what they tell us? Whatever. Listen. Don't call it wrong, because buying boots from anybody, I don't care who it's from, 4M, Classic Shields, whoever the hell you buy a belt from, they're all boots, they're all illegal, they're all copies and clones and fakes. I just want mine a hell of a lot more accurate, like even down to the signature. Now, I mean, I want a clone. I'm going to make one. Kev says, your customs are great, Antonio. You do a great job with them. Thank you, brother. I try. And, you know. Kevin says, as long as you're not trying to pass it off as a real one to scam someone, then fuck it, right? I mean, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's not a scam. I'm going to make one. I'm going to post it and say, hey, look, I made a Reggie Parks clone. How cool is it to have a belt, even if you know it's fake? You hang it on your wall, and it's nice to look and say, that is actually the closest thing I will have to a Reggie Parks. You know what I mean? It's not taboo. The whole hobby is taboo. If you ask anybody who actually made the belts, it's all taboo. To me, even Dave Milliken making the belts is taboo to me. So you're coming at the wrong guy. And no, they're not going to be sold as Reggie parts. Come on, it's just be smart. It's too obvious. The plates are too new. The leather would be too new, and it wouldn't be 100% to the style that he does it. It would be an awesome mimic to it, a great homage to it. You know what I'm saying? That's all. But I've had talks with people. I've lined up at least 20 people who want one. So that's great feedback. That tells me a lot of people want one. That's what this, honestly, that's what this game is coming down to. That's what this whole hobby is coming down to. Everybody has copied everything on the Reggie belt, all the way down, everything, to accept putting a Reggie stamp right on that tip. Kev says, oh, we can go pull a heist on Triple H's office and take that quickly illegal. I honestly, I want to do one and clip the wing. I've been talking about this for a while. I just don't do it. I even want to clip the wing and do the round cut and everything and the whole deal, dude. So I can, in my mind, say, for me, that is the closest that will ever be to a Reggie right there. What's bad about that? Yeah, I mean, there's rumors, and let me tell you, without even proof, I will go ahead and verify and say yes, that those rumors are correct. There are, I'm not going to say elite, it's stupid to say that, but just there are people in the higher value collector spectrum where these people have belts of certain values, and it is rumored, which I now believe, they have Reggie Park stamps. There's about 3 floating out there. And what stops them from doing it? I've seen posts, and I'm not going to say names, but I've seen posts on Facebook where there's just endless Reggie belts coming out of nowhere from one individual. Up to 7, 8, 10 belts being posted at a time. Come on. Come on. Let's be honest. How hard is it to age a belt and pass it off as a Reggie? Let's be honest. Me, I'm going to make a Reggie clone for myself, whether the hobby likes it or not. I don't need the hobby's approval. I don't need anybody's approval. There are people out there painting a Mona Lisa, and they don't need anybody's approval. There are people out there making sculptures. There are people out there copying Da Vinci's inventions to the T. They don't need anybody's permission. Neither do I. I don't need anybody's approval. Oh yeah, I have thought of that too. Because I'm definitely not leaving, look, I'm not leaving my initials or my stamp out of it. It's definitely going to be done in the back. I want it to say replicated by Mendoza Craft or something. I'm in the works of that already. It's not a huge stamp. It's going to be a real small one where I can either do it behind the snap box where the tip is at, or on the opposite side, or the center. One of those. But definitely, who doesn't want that? David Cummings, what's up, brother? He says, if we wanted a Reggie copy as well, what would you change? There isn't much you have to change. There really isn't much you have to change. Come on. I mean, what is the number one thing you want to see on the belt? No matter what the condition. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest. What people want to see is that Reggie Park stamp on the tip. That's what they want to see. People would love to see that on their belt. People ask us every day to make a ring accurate strap. So why not go as far as the signature stamp? My exact point. That is my exact point right there. And I get asked this every single time somebody makes, would you do this? Let's even go, let's compare this to the WWE shot straps, right? When people, when you leather a shop strap, a network logo, what's the first thing they do? Hey man, I know a lot of guys don't want to do this because they don't want to get in trouble, but can you put the W stamp on the leather? I would really like that. That's, come on. That's the same as asking me for a reg stamp to me. If we wanted a Reggie copy as well, what would you charge? Honestly, it's the same. Why am I going to charge, David? I'm not going to charge you extra for the same energy it takes me to stamp my name or another stamp on there. It's ridiculous. For somebody says they're charging $100 extra for that. It's ridiculous. Come on, man. Let's be human about it. No, you put it on there, right? I didn't read it right. James, what is up, brother? He says, Merry Christmas, buddy. Merry Christmas to you also, man. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Everybody, he says to everybody on here. Kev says, when somebody asks me to make a ring accurate strap, it makes me not want to burnish the edges. You said you wanted ring accurate, and you're right, because that's one thing about a Reggie strap, that even the in-ring ones, and I've taken a look at the used old belts, old pictures, those edges are not done. I think very few of those are done, like the big golds and the big network logo and things like that. I've even seen the belts, the edges are not done, like on Cody's current belt, the world heavyweight, a lot of those. When you go to WrestleMania and people taking pictures of all the old belts and even the new belts in all the cabinets, you see those edges aren't done. And they're the ring ones. They're not being done. And if you say that you were at a live event and you saw the belt on the wrestler and the edges were smooth, boy, let me tell you, you were looking at a replica. And I would not doubt it nowadays that it's a replica. You see in the rings, all of them. That's how they're doing it for the money. It's easy money. First, they mass produce the design, they get it in the works, and then they put it on the. They used to do it backwards. Before they came out with a belt. After the belt came out, they would try to figure out how to mass produce it. You know what I mean? So, fuck it. We have the fabulous Mark Maggard tuning in. He says, I'm late to the party. Welcome to the party, pal. Merry Christmas, Antonio, and to everyone. Merry Christmas to you as well. We have Kevin Davenport. I love you, brother. Merry Christmas. Stay blessed. Love you, brother. Love you, man. And I'm not causing trouble tonight. All I said was I'm making clone Reggie Parks belts. I'm ready to go. That's all I said. What's wrong with that? I'm not saying I'm selling real Reggies. I'm saying I'm going to make real clone belts, Reggie Parks belts. And you can come after me, whoever you feel like you are, you're going to come after me. Yeah. I am not. Don't you start giving me away. You're bored? Dude, I'm bored. You can come on if you want. Yes, it's exactly what you heard. I'm going to start making Reggie clones. Okay? That's right. I will be making them for the classic tag only, the classic IC, and the Winged Eagle. David Cummings says, I say do it if a certain person can use Reggie's artwork and claim to make 20 plus different versions of the Winged Eagle. Why can't you make clone belts? Why not? Why not? This sounds stupid to people, but I'm going to tell you like this. Have we not gone to car shows and see people clone the General Lee? Have we not see people clone the Knight Rider car? Do we not see them clone the A-Team van? Do we not see them clone cars from the Fast and the Furious? Come on, clone everything. The government's cloning people. Ah, for sure, brother, for sure. He said, "Oh, Kev's coming." Oh God, what have I done? He's gonna come on here and grill my ass. I'm telling you, because that's a big no-no for Kev, but that's okay. That's okay, Kev. Well, you guys heard it here first. Let me take a moment here. I'm just gonna get on here and send him the link already, because Let me see. How do I do this? I sometimes forget how to do this stuff. I'm not good with technology here. Kev says, I'm all for it. Got my popcorn ready. You've heard enough. I'll tell you, Bruce, you've heard enough. You've done enough. Let me tell you. You have done enough, sir. You have done enough. Okay, let me see. Invite a guest. Oh, yes, I will copy the link. Awesome. Now I get to go to Messenger. Let me reach Kev. Not that old, hey? I figured out how to do this. Clipboard. There we go. Sir, you have the invite. Hopefully we'll have Kevin on here in just a moment. Double drop kick coming your way. That's right. Coming my way. He says, let's see those winged eagles while we wait for him. You know what? I will. He is gonna stir it up. And Lane, you already know. Yeah, exactly. It has that. Oh, Kevin, he says he's coming. Ooh, you dirty, nasty boy. In the meantime, let me grab that box. Let me see if I can find that winged eagle real quick from give me one moment. I have to find that winged eagle. It's in my other room. And see if I can bring it on here and show you guys the quality. It's dual plate winged eagle from Jack Championship belts. Don't go away, guys. I'll be on here in just a moment. Give me 2 minutes tops. I definitely liked when you were on DDK. I definitely did. I like it. I like it a lot. It was nice. I'm glad. I like that you cherish your belts. Those were awesome. Let me be back, guys. Let me go grab those real quick. right back at you. Alrighty. Let me get these back on. Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry for that. All right. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you these plates, and make sure that you.
What? What? Oh.
Welcome, Kevin D, on the show. Oh, come on.
Tag on your audience. It's a bunch of suck face. And I was bored. And I opened up my tablet and I see this guy running his mouth about Reggie Parks.
Oh, God. Here we go, guys. I'm
What
about to get
are
a
you?
tongue lashing right now.
What are you talking about?
I'm just
First of all, are we at a rock
Fucking-
concert right now with the music? What's going on here?
Oh, yeah, baby. You don't like my music? Fine. You can. We'll put your music on if you want.
But just go down just a tad. Just a tad with
Let me
it.
get down to
A tad. I can't do two things at once. I can't. I'm gonna be jamming. I mean, I was talking to you and I was like, crap, I'm bored, but I'm still taking a poop from 3 hours ago. I got to get up off this toilet.
Guys, we have the man himself here.
Trying to save goat milk here from not going off the air. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh, God, is that what you're trying to do? Let me tell you, when my mind is made up,
Is it?
it's made up.
You know what? This is for Tony.
It's his fault.
Hey, Lane, how you doing there, buddy? Good to see you, man. Good to see you.
A lot of love to him. So real quick, just to show you guys, this is a piece that I have from Jack Championship belts. I gotta say, it looks really dang good. You guys see those areas? Look at the smoothness there. Look at that, guys. I'll show you the rear. He does weld his bars. Very clean. This has the 2mm relief banner on there. Very nicely curved along with. There's no gaps in between it. The bars are nice. There's no buffing marks. There's nothing.
Yeah, Mark, tell him. Goat milk can't die. It's a staple. Get Mark on here. Let's get everybody in here. Let's hang out.
Look at this. Isn't that a beauty, though?
Who'd you get that from again?
Jack Championship belts.
How come you got from them and not from your dude? What's the story with that?
This is something I got from him before.
Oh, I got you.
And I've been having them because I was going to do a theme belt, and then Hogan had to come on drum and ruin it. All Hogan paraphernalia lost its value. Oh God, why did he do this to me? Mark Max says, "Goat milk can't die. It's a staple." Yes.
Hey, Andrea.
She's on here. Andrea's on here also. It is a mirror. It is beautiful. Check him out. It's called Jack Championship Belts. He doesn't do a lot of HD, but that is his hybrid. He uses some HD acid etching for the figures, the wrestlers, and then the rest of the machines and polishes the crap out of it. Because, I mean, there isn't one polish mark or a swirl mark on that plate, and I've seen them in the sun. Thank you, Len. Lane.
So what's next for Mendoza Crab? You're still gonna, instead of doing the show, you're still gonna be doing all your stuff, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. As far as Mendoza Craft goes, I'm still working. I'm still doing on that. As far as Mendoza Craft goes and pinfall, I need to start. I'm starting to get orders for American leather on these plates, so I need to start dedicating that time towards the work.
Yeah, we've been pushing it on DDK, so you should have some
Oh.
orders. People have said that they've ordered.
Yeah, they have ordered. A lot of them are getting on his leather. I think they're trying to get a feel for his leather and stuff like that.
I don't. Are you sure? You're making sure that well, you should still get a slice of that because they're coming off of that. If they're going to pinfall, then that's you. You should get a slice of that pie because if they're going to pinfall, that's you. He's his own entity.
That was the thing I agreed with him, is that whatever he does, his belts, his sales, that's his thing. I only come in when American leather needs to be made. Then now I'm in the process. I take care of the plates, all the updates, everything that goes along with it. The full
Yeah,
service.
but are these people that have ordered through pinfall and still wanting his leather?
Yeah, he
That's
has.
not pinfall.
He says, yeah. They go to pinfall. They order belt from him. That's pinfall.
Oh, I thought pinfall was you and him together.
No. I'm not his middleman, and I explained this way back when I first announced this. I'm not his middleman. What I am there is to offer a full deluxe service. The plates,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
leather.
Pinfall title belts was created. Was you? His plates on your leather was pinfall. That's what I thought pinfall was.
Yeah. Oh man, if it was like that, I wouldn't even be able. I'd have to quit my job.
You guys are idiots if you choose that leather over Mendoza for just a little bit more.
And it's really not that much when you think about it. But man,
Because I have it here. That's the first time I've held your leather. I was very impressed. Very impressed.
I will say this: I can do better. But I did that in an overnight rush job, which was like 3 hours. And then
Yeah, I saw the liquor stains all over it.
I drove it across 3 state lines just to make sure.
I mean, we did plan this before Thanksgiving, but I don't know why you waited so long.
You're on Mexican time.
You had me stressed like a mofo.
I know it, man. But weren't you happy when you saw it, huh?
I was like, Mendoza, get up.
Oh, pretty please.
Oh God. Oh, that's right. You got your Dome Globe from him.
Is that Dome Globe, Mark? That's got that brushed look to
Yeah.
it or something? Or, yeah.
That, like, I call it like a satin finish type of thing.
Does a great job. There's Greg.
Greg's on me. Wayne, what is
C4
up?
man? Me and him have C4s. Hey, you know we're 8 away from 1K.
Really?
Yeah, that giveaway show got 40 some subscribers just in that night. I thought we were going to get it.
Congratulations
I
to
thought we
that.
were going to get it that night.
Congratulations to that.
Oh, and I'm wearing your wife's favorite. I still can't believe she got that. It's like how.
Women
But I
are
was like,
different
my
than
wife
men.
was like, "But you told everybody what to watch." I was like, "That's true. That's true." But your wife
Oh,
always
man.
compliments when I wear this. She's like, "I like that. We're not gonna get it. Not right now. You can get it. It's in my closet."
And you know what? Women are different than us. They look at that kind of detail. Because they will say, I'll say something.
in that shirt. I know I do, but say, please, you make it so much. Okay, I understand it. I'll mail it later. Please, mail it right now. Okay.
The giveaway show was fire. It was fire.
Was it really that good? I watched it and I was like, it's all right. But it's like got over 400 views. I'm like, dang, somebody likes it. Yeah, and he did. Well, I hear he's asking for more money so that he can buy other belts while pretending to be out of work. That's what I hear. What's going on?
Oh wow.
Yeah, don't complain with me. Don't complain with me.
Wayne, you You cannot go wrong. Kevin is an awesome dude. He's doing awesome work, brother. I promise you.
Thank you. I do awesome work.
Oh God. But you know what? It's getting a little lonely in here. Let's do something people really don't like. Ethan Thompson, baby.
What's up?
Brother, what is
I
going
don't like
on?
them either.
You know, to be honest,
Y'all quit goat milk. They're mad.
I
Can
didn't
you get
quit.
that thing off my face?
Let's preface this. Let's preface this. I did not quit.
You are fired.
There's another comment. I gotta.
The weekly lack of participation from other members makes it more difficult when it was kind of set up and designed to be a certain way, and it's just not, and then it's just kind of left on me and Doza, and I'm gonna not call a spade a spade. It is what it is, you know.
And who doesn't like a threesome? Look at this. We're having fun right now.
You know, and it is what it is. So, you know, look, I'll tell you this right now. I believe Goat Milk will be back. We're gonna let Doza get through some of the things he's working through right now, hammer out some of his plans, and then, you know, springtime, summertime, who knows? Triumphant return.
Yeah, I really need to get through some tough stuff, all the way to the end of January and probably the beginning of February. And then I'll know if they're going to break my heart over some news that I really need it to be positive and go in the direction I need it to be.
See, I'm in a different phase in my life where I'm more. Well, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sitting here tonight in my feelings. You know, my oldest daughter's out with her boyfriend's family, doing their thing.
Okay, it's only 9 o'clock.
Yeah, my youngest is out. My youngest is out with her best friend at her house. They're having a party, you know. So just me and the wife, we're just kind of sitting here like,
jeez, growing old together sucks.
yeah, I mean,
that's what y'all finally realize. That's what y'all realize.
When we're talking about this, I was like, because I'm different than my wife.
It should be like
is very
shower time.
No,
baby.
see, my wife is very like, hey, they're doing good. Let them be. And I get that. I'm not with that. But at the same time, as a dad and a girl dad, no, it's not even that, man. I grew up.
This would be Mexican male, large beard.
No, you guys know, like, you guys know. For me, I grew up. You know, my whole life, I've been my object in life was being a dad, raising kids, making sure they were provided for, everything like that. And now, man, I don't get those times where they just come up to you with their little blanket in their hand and they come nestle up next to you and you guys kind of fall asleep and have a nap, or, you know, I might see my oldest 10 hours a week.
People don't realize there's a time when you will put your child down for the last time.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what I told the wife tonight. And I'm like, you know, I get it, but at the same time, it's still, for me, it's hard. And
that's what she said.
You can come change my diapers, man, if you want.
I know, right?
Or y'all can just,
Baby, it's so hard over here.
So I was literally watching, because I have a weird fascination with clay and soil and sand. I was literally watching a sumo ring being built right now when Kev messaged. I was just like, let's go on.
Kevin,
why is your setup so big that it throws the whole damn comment over my face?
I'm sorry, you're taking Tony's place tonight.
We're used to covering up Tony.
Yeah.
Tony generally used to looking at the mic like camera like this.
I mean, look at that. He's more like this. He's way far away. He's down here. What's going on there? Okay.
It's because he's high.
All right.
I'm from Buffalo.
All right. Buffalo Bills, baby. We all we do is lose Super Bowls. Speaking of which, you came to Miami and left with a.
Look, anybody that wants to gloat about beating the 49ers today, I'm going to tell you this. We've had 35 players. Oh, no. We've had 35 players on injured reserve.
You were the one on DDK. Like, yeah, y'all we're coming for that. We're coming for that win. I got the video.
Let me keep going.
I got the video. You were talking that day.
35 players on injured reserve. We've had 2 players lose children, and we had 1 player shot in the chest. So I got
a quarterback who doesn't know he's in Miami right now throwing passes. So,
yeah, Coach, we came in there.
You leave 2 alone.
150%, but we was off game today. And,
Dang right, man. We came in, we beat that 49er tail.
Yeah, we was having their ass, but
Yeah, we put it in there. Don't pick up that soap, boy.
Doza, are you tracking Santa tonight? Is any of your kids old enough for the Santa thing still?
You know what? I had an argument yesterday night with my kid.
He's over in New York.
He's 13, going on 14. And he was telling me, Dad, there's no such thing as Santa Claus. So I had to sit him down and make him watch that special where Roddy Piper had to check Bobby the Brain Heenan about there not being a Santa Claus. Then I told him the reasons. He says, there's no way in hell a guy does this in one night.
Thank you, gamer.
And I'm like, you know what? There's different time zones. So he's not actually doing it in one night. He has more time to spare.
Also, you were like trying to be nice about it.
Not everybody needs a damn gift.
Also, no, you're being nice about it. Like the way I found out about Santa Claus is my dad was like, I ain't gonna let some fat bastard that don't live in my house take credit for the shit I gotta buy.
The way I found out about it is I had an IQ higher than 5.
You know, you want to believe,
Freaking stupid setup you got here. Probably Tony's stupid.
Merry Christmas, Lane.
Falling about the bone. Falling about the bone.
Is this better for you right there?
God, that's gonna make. You just scared my cat.
This way, the comments, I can still see both of you. That's pretty awesome.
So what's the plans for tomorrow, fellas? Anything?
Tomorrow is sleep in, eat, sleep some more, wake up, eat again, take a cold shower.
So we go to Illinois and just pick out all our gifts from his room right there. I'm getting Castle Grayskull.
Right? You don't touch my Castle Grayskull. That thing is 99% done. I have like 1 sticker to go.
I had it as a kid, so what?
I'll take the Thundercat sword.
Kid, huh?
Thunder.
I'll tell you what.
Thundercats.
You didn't. Did you have the lair?
Mm-hmm. Had the Hall of Justice.
Oh,
I had the whole.
I
had the whole bit. I had the whole bit. My dad, when my dad burned down our house, I lost it.
Way to cheer it up there, Ethan.
It's holiday time, bro. That's what we do around here.
I got you. 10-4. Copy that.
Yeah, I might take the adventure tomorrow of opening our bed.
Excuse me?
I bought a brand new bed like
okay. There you go.
2 months ago.
A while.
2 months ago, 3 months ago.
Merry Christmas. Guess what I got you? Bed.
That's like shrink wrap.
What I'm gonna do to you in bed.
Well, because it's an upgraded bed, and it's been sitting in our hallway for 3 months now. 2 months.
What about this printer that's been in the box forever? I'm waiting for I need some 3D stuff, man.
It's literally sitting by my front door.
Ethan got it. He was like, yeah, man, we'll have some good stuff for the 500 subscriber giveaway. Oh, and he got that damn thing in the summer.
Hey,
I'll be dead before he's like, oh, we'll at least have it in time for Kim's funeral.
I think, hey, I'll 3D print your casket.
Jesus Christ!
I need an urn. I'm being burned. I'm being cremated, man. You putting me in a box for $5,000.
I wonder, what do they call it? What do they call it? Is it the Viking funeral where they just push you off the boat and set you on fire? What's that one?
What's that gonna do? You're already dead.
Is that a Viking funeral? That's
I don't know. There's a funeral where they like put you on some like logs, put you on a little wooden boat, set you on fire, and put you in the water.
Yeah, that's
some family downstream. But what smells? Gosh!
all of a sudden, I want pork ribs.
Yeah.
as long as it ain't in Florida, brother.
There's Edward down the road. Oh dang, he must have died.
In Florida, those gators are having a barbecue.
Somebody's gonna walk outside and be like, "Hey, Doze, are you cooking carnitas over there?"
Are you skipping the comments, man? You people are gonna get mad and leave. You skipping the comments, Tony? Oh wait a minute, he's not here no more.
Oh God.
Oh, he's still hopping out as much as he normally does.
God, you're brutal.
Oh.
Bro, do you remember that gamer? Like,
it's like I feel like the guy outside the cell phone store with the big old sign, like,
oh, oh my goodness, guys!
Do you remember that though? Do you remember that though being 20 and like you can go all nighter, 2-dayer if you needed to?
Where is that guy?
Now I'm like, yo, if I can make it through an 8-hour shift at work without falling asleep, I'm like,
all
let's go.
I remember.
I can't remember where I was at 3 minutes ago.
I remember going to work on Friday, getting out, going home, change as quick as I can, go out, pick up everybody, get rides, go to the club, fucking doing late night raves in the desert, driving back home from Pomona, and still like taking a 30-minute nap in my car, change, get back to work for Saturday, get out and do a performance with the band till 3 a.m. Sunday morning, come home till 5-6 a.m. I'd wake up Sunday about 3-4 hours later in the afternoon and be super good.
Bro,
there's no way
you ain't lying. Now I'm like, I get off work and my wife's like, hey, we got to run to the store. And I'm like, what the fuck do you want from me? My machine. Like, dude, so bad. Like,
yeah, I remember the old college days and going out and having practice Friday at 3 p.m. and then going out and drinking all night to 4 a.m., skipping curfew and raiding, and then coming out and having to be at the field at 10 a.m. You're still puking.
But you perform though. Like, that's the whole thing though. You still brought it.
Till coach came around the side and be like, whose throw up is this? And somebody turned my tail in.
I would have been like, Coach, I was there running laps early. I put
we used to on the road, man. That was the best time to sneak out then. Yeah. And we got in a lot of trouble when we were at this, I think it was a Ramada, and we figured out that if you took the air conditioning unit out, you could get out and sneak out for curfew and put it back in. Except what we forgot to do was make sure that it was pushed all the way in. We came back and some dude had stolen the air conditioning unit. Thing and the cops are there, and we'll roll up and coach is outside. There they are. Oh, man.
We were just chasing the dude that stole our air conditioner. That's all.
We weren't that smart then. We were don't burp.
Oh wow.
That's fucking hilarious.
Not a good day. I didn't know that you had to, it locked. Well, I guess when you shut it all up, there was a thing on the inside that prevented it. I guess that makes sense that the person and somebody stole that. There's a big old thing. Right. Cop thing. Oh man, we were coming out like, oh, this will be easy to sneak in. Dude, that's our room.
Oh, not only that, James, let me tell you this, because he said, damn, Doza. I also used to bowl in the league. So I used to go to league, bowl, and leave on my motorcycle drunk as hell.
Dude, I remember I was in a lot of car clubs and stuff like that. You know, we do a lot of stuff like that. And dude, I get off work at like 12 o'clock at night. I drive an hour to a buddy's house. We work on cars all night, stay up all night, go to another town, work on cars, stay up all night, and then head home.
Steven, you're trying to get me into hot water with Kevin over here.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Thanks, Hammer. So what are you doing? You are going to get yourself in a bunch of hot water, my friend. Ethan,
And this shows you, hold on.
You better tell. I'm telling you.
Hold on, Kevin. This is where I got to be truthful. This is where I showed Tony what kind of friend I am. I never blab that to nobody. I've known that for how long?
It's been a long time.
What?
The Reggie thing.
Yeah, it's been a while.
What about the Reggie thing?
I've known about Doze's Reggie stamp for.
Yeah, you told me about it, and he told me about it.
Yeah. So Kevin, don't get mad. Don't get mad. But don't get mad because when he re-leathers my yellow, it's gonna have a Reggie stamp. But it's something I'm never gonna sell. It's something I'm never gonna sell.
Until something happens to you and it does get sold, and
well, at that point, it's not my problem. No, I'll even write on it. Not a real Reggie.
Well, what I was planning to do, I'm going to get a special stamp made, and it's going to say replicated by Mendoza Craft.
And you're going to get a replicated suit at your door.
I won't.
Yes, you will.
No, I won't.
Why don't you ask the owner of C4 all about that stuff and the stuff that he and the Reggie family that's still out there and their friends out there that are certainly guarding on that.
And this is why I'm going to make Kevin hot. Watch this. I cannot get sued for that. Oh my God.
Well, I want you to come over to my house and I'm going to show you the law degree that's on my wall. And you're going to tell me again that, and I'm going to open a book and I'm going to show it to you. And
I am simply imitating art.
That's all
I'm doing.
Hold on. Just do it like some other people do in the hobby.
I guess somebody doesn't know what forgery is. Hey, but you. I'm just saying. I tried to come here and be like, dude, you're going to give yourself a big headache.
But Kevin, what about the 3 you ordered yesterday?
There's no need of it. What? It's not Reggie's leather. It's not Reggie anything. So why? What'd you say?
Kevin ordered 3 yesterday.
I said, what about the 3 you ordered yesterday?
He ordered 3 yesterday.
Oh wait, no, that was Rusty Parks. No, but so why don't you do it this way?
Yeah, I shot that Mexican right there on the ground. But I ordered Reggie's.
So Doza, you do it this way. Do it this way. In the hobby,
Kev really wants me to get in deep shit. Look at him.
No, check this out. Check this out. I figured it out. In the hobby, you have Reggie Parks, obviously.
Yeah.
You have Rusty Parks, obviously.
Yeah, you do.
And now you're gonna have Antonio Parks.
Antonio Parks. Kev, get out from under that table, God damn it.
Oh God, yes, some more. Oh God. Dang, that's such a oh my God. Oh.
God dang, I ran out of whiskey. Holy crap.
That's where he stores his Rusty Parks.
Oh God.
You're gonna get some big heat, man. Y'all
I've heard of those
no.
Rusties rolling around.
No. Let's do this.
Oh,
What heat am I gonna get?
This is goat milk, guys. Okay.
What
this
heat
is
can
why I
possibly
warned
get?
you to stop goat milk, but no, you guys wouldn't listen to me. Now we're gonna let it out. Fuck it. Oh, sorry.
I want to know what heat I can get for being truthful.
Leftover.
Oh God. Oh, look at
I'm not slinging them.
My God.
You know, I mean,
I'm dying over here. Oh God. That was a good one, Kev.
It says ARN, ARN. But in his terms, it's going to say Reggie was here. Psych!
Ain't that the truth?
God.
Tell him, Ethan.
Hey, let me ask
I'm
you
just
this.
saying.
When a
Did
guy
you move any of your belts?
when a guy
not yet.
replicates the General Lee
So
car,
mushy out there. Huh?
when a guy does a paint job on a car, and he does a General Lee, does he get sued for painting his car and making a clone out of the General Lee?
You're
Come on.
equating painting a car to forgery of a signature on a stamp, a maker's mark.
It's not
How do you
forgery.
equate the two?
A forgery technically has to be
Forgery
hand
is you're signing it.
written.
Yes.
No, it is not. No, forgery is not just signature.
Okay.
So
Forgery
does
is
somebody
what?
have to
A
pay
symbol?
reparations? Hold on, but does somebody have to
I
pay
ain't getting into that.
reparations?
Well, hey, I'm the DEI hire here. I'm the minority. Y'all
Let
easy
me
there.
ask this question: can a forgery be a symbol?
Sure can.
So then, why don't they get sued for putting the flag on the General Lee and they says General Lee on the side of the cars?
Because the flag is maritime property. That is not anything that is licensed. The American flags or state flags. Those are not. Those are for municipal. Municipal use. They're not for.
Okay. What about the name General Lee?
I don't know if it's copyrighted or not.
What about a
doubt it
DeLorean
is.
Back to the Future replica? They
Mm.
rep those all the time.
Mhm.
Do you pay restitution to a person that makes a chair? To all the other chair manufacturers now?
You do whatever you want. When that guy goes, go right ahead. Tell it to the man. It's gonna be a little old man.
I'm
Or a
moving
deputy sheriff in small claims court.
I'm moving back to stand and making Reggie's.
I just don't want you to
But
get a bad
here's
rep,
what-
man.
here's what
I
you-
just know the heat's going to come after you. That's all.
By
Here's what
who?
you North Carolinians don't understand. I'm from
How
California.
a lot of people aren't going to be.
So-
It's
That
going
man
to
is
muddy.
gonna come after me?
It's going to muddy the waters. There's people who are going to be out there that are doing more. There was already a situation that somebody got caught with the stamps on plates, and people had to step in for all that. There's a person out there right now that's having plates made by other people, and then putting them on leather and having them already stamped, and that's already out there. It's just, and that person's ruined their name. I don't want it for you, and this is real talk. I don't want you to have all those problems that are going to come your way with doing something that there's just no need for. If somebody, if somebody wants that stamp on that, there's just no reason to have it because it's not a Reggie to begin with. But you putting it on there is creating the fact that you're doing.
Reggie.
But you're using. I don't want you to have the problems, and it's not going to matter to somebody. If it matters that much to somebody that they want that stamp in there, then go get them a real one. Tell them to go get a real
I
one.
was just trying to use it to get on all elite belts.
I'm gonna get so much. I'm gonna get some heat next Tuesday night.
You wanted to come on here. You take that coat off.
I am.
You
My
know-
name is not Kevin. My name
Go Milk didn't
is
die. Go Milk's just on a pause.
Jose.
Go Milk's just on a pause.
Hose B is back. Hose B is in the back. I'm Jose.
No, I get where Kevin's coming from, and I
hear you.
I understand.
Kevin. Jesus Christ.
You know,
Why do you need to be the conscience?
I'm not Kevin. Kevin, now here. I said I'm Jose. Hose B is my brother.
Come on, Kevin Davenport, double drop
And
kick
don't
podcast.
say that damn name, man.
Were you here to see these plates? No, you
Woo.
weren't. Mike.
You know what? They look like pure tea. Are you
It looks
gonna
like
add-
you need a
are you
red
gonna add,
stamp and you're good.
Oh,
Wait a minute. Is that WrestleMania 6 or is the sideboards too big? What do you got there?
I can't get it to zoom in, but it's there.
Yeah, see the sidebars. That's a dual plate. Okay.
It's dual plate.
No, but I mean, was it WrestleMania 6 or not? With the sidebars, the sidebars on the WrestleMania 6 are a little bit shorter.
Shorter. No, this is
Goes
what,
to-
6?
You know what would be
Yeah, that's-
badass?
Yes, like a 6, right?
Yeah. You know what would be badass?
Yeah, I hate the short
Instead of
part.
saying Reggie, instead of saying Reggie replica, have it say Mendoza replica.
That's not a bad idea. What about that? What are the ramifications for that? If I put my signature on those plates, would that be forgery too? Because
So he removes the Reggie replica and puts Mendoza replica.
You're just if you're making them here in the States, you're going to have problems with there. I wouldn't be putting my name on it anywhere.
So,
and
okay,
ask the last 3 American people that started doing that here in America, and ask them what it cost them.
But
I
there's
wouldn't
an,
be putting it on there.
there's an interpretation of artwork, right? So, like, I can paint the Mona Lisa and call it the Mona Lisa, but it's my interpretation of the Mona Lisa. So I can
But
call
you're
it
profiting it off of it. That's the big
but
difference.
I can call it the Boner Lisa.
Yeah, but you still have intellectual properties and certain properties. If you're getting close to it, you can rename it all you want. You got to change some things somewhere. But why would you want to? Why I don't know. Why would you want to even put Mendoza replica on there? Why would you want to put that?
No,
What's
for
the
personal stuff.
I just removed the whole thing altogether, and you put Mendoza, put it on the strap instead of the plate. Put Mendoza replica on the strap.
Wouldn't be? I mean, it wouldn't be on the plates, but even having my name on the leather, isn't that the same?
No, it's not the same.
And this is a good. This is
The
a good
leather
answer.
the leather would not be part of the intellectual property.
It says, but you're Mexican.
Put it put on the leather and put Midwest replica, because the name Midwest is not that just Midwest is not that'd be that. I'll put that on the plate.
You know
Midwest
what? That's
replica.
not a bad idea because I am in the Midwest.
And that's who the things are. Just put Midwest replica, and then you can stamp it on the leather too. That's the way I would go, because that's not been copyrighted. That's not an intellectual property anymore, and that's not LLC'd either. And you're not putting, you're just Midwest. You can use different type of fonts and different types of things.
Well,
and everybody in the hobby knows that. I just don't want you to get in some heat and some financial heat that could derail everything that you talked to me about the other night about what you wanted to do. You know,
why do you have to come in with a correct conscience here?
I mean, no, I just know you have. I know you have your brother and your dad that's still in jail, and your grandpa's still in jail, and you're trying to bail them all out. I'm just trying to help you out. You know.
I have breaking news.
I need to. I know
you have 4 bench warrants, and I know Gary has one. Oh God, dang it!
I got breaking news, guys. Breaking news.
All right.
Breaking news.
Hold on. Can I get you? Let me get you breaking news.
We need intros here.
Come on.
People love intros.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Goat Milk Final Diaries of Breaking News. Now, in the studio, Mr. Ethan Thompson.
In the inspiration of, I just got a hot off the press.
Wait. It's hot off.
Freaking
hot off the press. Okay. Didn't need that intro.
Garbage.
In the inspiration of copyright infringements and everything else that's going on in this hobby right now, 2 weeks from tonight, there's a new podcast dropping.
Oh shit!
The new podcast will be starring. Before starting, let me give it the name.
The Italians that was
inspired. Nope, it is inspired by one of the best tag teams in the ever, Shawn Michaels, Marty Jannetty. It's called the Double Drop Podcast, starring Tony Leonidas Myers and Jim Rogers.
I couldn't hear what you said. I'm sorry.
What the hell you say?
Huh?
It's the Double
Nobody
Slam
heard you.
Podcast.
Nobody heard you.
It's the Double Drop Kick. It's the Double Drop Kick Podcast, starring Tony Myers, Jim Rogers. Inspired by the greatest tag team.
What is it? What are you going to make fun of now? Mark Maggart always double drop kick kiss and double drop kick, like you can't say my name.
Tony and Jim just announced their new podcast, the Double Drop Kick podcast.
You can't even say it.
Double drip kiss? Is that what it said? Double drip kiss?
inspired by Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, the best tag team ever to walk the planet.
That would be called the Temu China knockoff.
I just want to know who's getting kicked through the window first. Oh God! Hey, speaking of that, I just had Marty Jannetty.
No, because he was making fun of me, making fun of my name, there, gamer.
I actually had a chat today with Marty Jannetty.
I bet you did.
And
that cocaine good?
He accepted my friend request.
Yeah, that's some dude in Indonesia.
I was talking to him about coming on the podcast. I was telling him about coming on the podcast. I want to interview him, and again, he's not in the greatest health. So, prayers for Marty Jannetty.
You were actually talking to him?
Yeah.
And he didn't want money?
Yeah, he wanted money.
Oh, okay, then there you go.
I didn't say he didn't, but what I'm saying is, I actually got to talk to the guy. He's a cool dude.
Well, I talk to God every night. How you like that?
Very, very spacey. Very hard to keep a straight conversation with the guy, but he's not doing so good.
So since we all enjoy doing podcasts here because we show up, not everybody else. Tony, who would be your dream interview?
Is Tony watching?
I don't know. I don't care if he's watching. Who would be your dream interview, Doza?
Tony, you confused me.
Jeez.
God, he called you Tony. Any genre, anything. That's your holy grail interview.
Living or dead?
Doesn't matter. It's your one interview. You get one shot. It's your Eminem moment. Who is it? Think about it, Kevin. You're next.
Let's give him the answer music.
I would definitely, thinking deeply about this, I have three people in mind. Dead or alive, future, past, doesn't matter. It would have to be with God. That is my number one. In that interview, there's the questions that make people question faith and things that happen on this earth. That's what my questions in my interview would be. That would have to be with the man upstairs.
Now, okay, well, I'll give you that one. So who's your, excluding unobtainable people, unless you're dead, who would be your obtainable, somebody that's been alive in history that's on currently Earth. Alive? Yeah, on Earth.
Non-biblical,
non-spiritual, just your entertainment or your sports or music or
past or present. People who built the damn pyramids.
Oh, that's a good one.
The Egyptians?
Yeah.
Okay. Could be the Giants,
though. People, because I still don't know who built the damn pyramid.
Could be the Giants. The giant people?
Honestly, don't roll your eyes, Kev. With all the technology in history, man has not been able to explain how they were built, in what way they were built, or who built them to this day.
There's been plenty of explanations of how they've done it.
We don't even know how old they really are.
Theories.
So there's theories on everything. They don't even know how those stupid rocks that what are those rocks? The Stonehenge
answer though. We don't have
Lever and pulley.
It's like asking.
So that's who you'd interview is the Egyptians that built the pyramid. That'd be one of your interviews.
I really want to know the whole.
He's not saying the Egyptians, the people,
the whole behind the whole thing, everything. That fascinates me till this day still. Wow, I'm a bitch.
So where you at, Kev? What do you got?
I guess if it was sports related,
Any related, whatever your. Surprised it's not Marino right off the top.
Right, that's a good answer.
If it was sports, yeah, it'd be Dan Marino or
Sports, life, whatever. It's a hard one.
I say overall in life. I think interviewing any one of the apostles.
That's a solid one.
I mean, they saw all of Jesus's miracles. They saw him raise people from the dead. They were taught. That's why they're people today use the term apostle real wrong when he's like, I'm apostle. And some of these churches like, no, you're not. An apostle is directly taught by Jesus. That's what an apostle is. But
What was the apostle they never found
what are you talking about?
or never had a record of happening? They in biblical history, they've been able to prove the death of every apostle except for one.
I never heard of any of that.
Oh God, look into it.
No, I don't look into man's wisdom. I look into the Bible and just read the Bible. But what were we talking about? Who was yours be? And if you'd knew the ding dongs, you would have been one in the belt. Ding dong, a ding dong.
That was a good one.
That was a great question.
That was a good. I looked at the TV.
I mean,
with
a
my mouth
bad
open, like, what?
That
the
was
hell?
so good with that music and that thing. Everybody was like, but they had a cult following. I was like, maybe a lot of people should, but maybe a lot of people forgot. I still got some of the stuff to give away that we've got more music that, and I said, it wasn't going to be easy. No, it was, oh, go.
I was trying to pick up the tablet and look it up with Google, and my wife kept telling me, put the damn tablet down. We were sitting there watching, and he would ask something, I would start Googling it for the answer, and she would take her hand, put the tablet down. I was like, oh, shit.
But I gave hints as to what to look for, and people just, and we had a lot of new people that came in just to watch for that, and some of them did win, some of them didn't win. It was a good question though, Gamer, right? I thought it was pretty good. A lot of people were like, doink, just doink, it's doink, it's doink, it's doink. Nope, it's not doink.
I asked the question earlier about what happened, the ups and downs of the hobby this year earlier. Definitely this one right here made the dessert of the year. The zebra cakes. Exploded on
Ethan, you two can explain where that came from.
That was the flip of the script of the year.
Yeah.
When you want to flip a script on somebody, and we're passing zebra cakes through cameras and time zones. Flip script of the year.
That happened on Goat Milk Diaries, guys.
And how did it come about? Why did the zebra cakes come about? Where did that, Mr. Ethan Thompson? Where did that come about?
Well, there's an individual that's not
And
around the
what was
hobby
this
much
so-called
anymore.
individual's name?
Gary Sutton.
Is that spelled with two D's or two S's?
Two S's.
Two S's. And where can I find Mr. Sutton?
West Virginia.
Never mind. I'm not going there.
But he brought out his commissary one night in a video and wanted to try to
He's
make it a
making fun of you
thing.
being fat, right? Is that what it is?
Yes, and
I got you.
we pretty much squashed that one and turned zebra cakes into the hobby cake.
Oh, yeah. That was dessert of the year.
But I'm gonna give you my interviews real quick.
Oh yeah, you didn't give her.
I think you'll like them.
Wait, how many did you get? I only got one.
Yeah, I only got one. He's like, he gets 2 or 3 interviews. What the heck?
He said God, and then I think it was Selena was the other one.
He's like people with a pyramid.
Raiders of the
Congratulations, you learned how to build you found out how they build a stone triangle in the middle of the desert.
There you go. I thought he said Selena for some reason. No, so mine are a little different. So
Selena's
I'm gonna
not
go.
an
I'm
album.
I'm gonna give you a spiritually kind of one because I feel like she would have all the tea. I feel like if you wanted some insider information, he would know it.
Mary Magdalene?
Yes, ma'am. Right there. Boom. I feel like she'd have the information that I really want to know. But my if I can interview somebody, I it's a rough choice out of the three. I'll name off all three, but I'll give you the number one. Todd McFarlane, Jim Lee, and Alex Ross. They're probably three of the greatest comic book artists of all times. Their artwork is just impeccable before its time. But I gotta go with Jim Lee.
Got his freaking post thing here.
Stop getting my wife all hot and bothered. I gotta go upstairs to that woman. You know what I mean?
That's right,
You're gonna wonder why there's a great hoodie laying on your bed already.
No more lives in the brawl. If you could see one event, one historical event that took place, and let's take out non-biblical because everybody be all that stuff. Let's say a non-biblical event, and you could get to witness it safely, but you'd be able to witness it or whatever. What event, major event would that be? I mean, you could see Lincoln get assassinated. You can see the first atomic bomb. You could, what major event that has happened would you want historical event to see?
Other than biblical?
Yeah, non-biblical.
Damn it.
Because everybody be like, birth of Jesus or miracle, the Sermon on the Mount.
If I could have said the parting of the sea, that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
But
well, there's chariot wheels down there that prove all that, but people still ignore that.
Let's see.
Would Gary holding down a job be one? Oh, my bad. I digress for a second.
Can I do
Battle of
5?
Gettysburg. You could see the Battle of Gettysburg.
Can I do 5? Because there's some things that I swear I could not.
Assassination of Kennedy, and nowhere to be to see who what. You see, Abraham
safe.
Lincoln getting shot.
No matter where you're standing, you're safe, right?
Yeah, you could see the event. Actually, you could actually be there and witness it.
Here's my top 5 for me because I can't narrow it down to 2 or 3.
What's up, Ben?
Mr. Ben, Grandpa Walker's in the house. Happy holidays to you too, brother. Yeah.
Probably again.
Mine would be to safely watch the bomb testing at Bikini Island when they tested the bomb and they put the ships out in the perimeter.
They got video of that.
But witnesses to stand there, feel, and see the power.
Gotcha.
But safely, without no radiation.
Harbor?
My
Watch
wing
Pearl Harbor?
fall off. You know what I mean? 2, the sinking of the Titanic.
Was it really the Titanic?
Yes.
There is a theory behind that.
You guys in goat milk.
There is a theory behind that. We haven't spoken about that, but we should.
It's been debunked many times, but keep going.
Okay. God, Kevin.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You just gotta let it ride.
They're easy conspiracy theories that are just easy to get some good ones.
Like, what came first, the chicken or the egg?
The fart that made the egg?
3rd would be Warrior winning over Hogan, ringside.
Of all the events in history, something that's absolutely meaningless.
No.
And a jobber, the jobber Ultimate Warrior win. Gosh.
No, because that shape. They weren't known for a drop kick. That shaped a lot of kids' youth and foundation.
Yeah. It's still going today. And then what happened to Warrior? Warrior was already tired from running down to the ring.
He's still bigger than Midnight Express or the Rock and Roll Express. He's still bigger than the Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah. The landing of the moon.
Good one.
Which we allegedly.
Well, it would have just been in Hollywood in the studio either way. Yeah. But the landing of the moon and the Blue Blazer falling to the ring.
Oh my God! What is wrong with you?
What?
I guess I won't say OJ then.
God!
Today, there's a lot of things they say about that.
Yeah, but that's not that's not really historical. That's what you'd want to witness at the Battle of Gettysburg. You have the start of the world. Hitler
I don't want to see the
often
Gettysburg,
himself.
watching a guy reload a gun for like 10 minutes before he fires it.
All of
Wait,
the
do that again,
Viking quest,
David?
the Knights Templars. I mean, all of that stuff.
You supposed to reload that again?
Yeah. What was it? I don't know what this.
Yeah, you open up the powder bag, rob it, and put it in a packet, and bring the rod, and it's, come on. Boring. Maybe if they had machine guns back in the day.
Watching Pearl Harbor.
No.
Wow.
No. I wouldn't do Pearl Harbor.
So if we're going 5, this one's biblical but not biblical. Because it depends on who you're asking, who you're talking to. But let's just start with the start of civilization.
Gosh, you guys. I'm talking about historical words. You guys are just talking about, hey, I want to go see here. Put me right there. I was a newspaper guy, so I witnessed that running back just tear that pew up.
I thought you were going to say Tupac. At least, Tupac Shakur. At least witness to see who killed that guy. But
Ethan, what were you saying? I mean, you guys could have had Kennedy in you. I mean, you could have put yourself right there to find out who pulled the trigger there.
It's biblical but not biblical. But the start of the world. Some people say it's God. You don't want to clarify, so that's.
I can guarantee it wasn't because of nothing and nothing getting together to form nothing. And I mean, come on, I mean, that's just
want to be floating out there and be like, oh shit, just whatever happens.
I didn't hear about that, Kev.
just like evolution. People keep thinking that evolution. I mean, evolution stopped then.
What's not dark? I mean, it's something like
it was dark. Tell him.
There's a lot of things about that night that went wrong, dude. And it's still in people's minds. Like, I can't believe that happened to such a good guy. Like, it's one of those things you have to see it to actually like really believe it.
There's a lot of historical things that have happened. I mean, Dale Earnhardt dying in the Daytona 500. That's one of the crazy.
Bad driver. That's easy to explain.
Bad driver.
Yeah.
So you're gonna say some little blue blazer, the dude barely him compared to Earnhardt actually. What?
Hey, Blue Blazer put his safety in other people's hands. It was a bad link, they say on the cable. They changed it last minute.
And driving around in the circle. Never mind.
Driving around in a circle, just it made him dizzy. But listen, Richard Petty did it, and he's still my man. That's right, baby. I'm a Richard Petty guy. I'm sorry.
So before I finish my list, it's a horrible place. I'm just going to preface this.
You got to get to it. I mean, you keep bringing it up, and then you keep going off topic. We've been waiting for your list for 10 damn minutes.
Jumping off topic. Let me finish. I'll finish my list first.
Like you're eating beaver cakes over there in between.
The start of the universe, however, whatever. That's one that I would love to see that. I'd love to rock with some dinosaurs. I want to see some of that shit. Because, do they come from bird? What do they really look like? We know what they think we look like. But, I want to see some of that kind of stuff.
No, I would have known. I would have wanted to know what they sound like.
That's another thing.
What if Rex never sounded like in the movies? What if he was like one big gay ass sounding like? Hi.
Hey, you boys, come on in here. It's time to eat.
Oh God.
So I'm gonna throw JFK out there. That.
I'm gonna read this like this. I'm born and raised in KC. Still live there. And I know people. Rent Kippo.
Sorry, James.
Why would you hear about Owen's fall?
I'm gonna take that one. I'm gonna take the whole Noah's Ark survival. You know what he threw on there, what he didn't throw on there. If it's I'm gonna do that. But you gotta go JFK.
That's a good one. Noah's Ark. Yep.
JFK.
Witness the flood. And all the
JFK
and all the demons have to flee the bodies. Yep.
Out of morbid curiosity, because I have a theory, but I'm going OJ. I've watched this case and looked at this case a lot.
He admitted it over and over in like books and everything else, and the joke.
He admitted it because he's covering for his son. That's my.
You would have been convicted if you didn't make him put on the stupid gloves that are all dried up and wet and leather, and you had another glove. You had the lunchroom lady's glove on before that, trying to put it on. I was like, this is not going to work.
You must have quit.
And I think the last one I want to see hasn't happened yet. How it ends. The universe, the world, the whole shebang bang.
One more bang. You bang on the way in, you bang on the way out.
No, Carmine was letting us know before that. Breaking news.
Oh, he'll go live. Yeah, he'll break news. But anyways, what I was going to say is TikTok is a very vile place sometimes.
Are they banning it? I heard they're banning TikTok.
I don't know if they are or not, but
it's scheduled to be if it's not sold to another company that's not China owns it.
I reluctantly laughed my ass off at the video because it was funny as shit. So there's this lady at the office. She's in there's two people in the office setting, right? Lady on the computer. She's looking at a picture, and the guy walks in. He's like, "Hey, who's that?" And then she's like, "Oh, it's Rosa Parks." You know, she started a lot of the civilization, the movement.
Civilization? I was like, what?
No, the civil rights movement.
Okay.
That thing that happened. Yeah, that little.
No, and he goes, because it's so fucked up. I can't.
Tell me you're Mexican.
It's so fucked up what he says. She's like, yeah, she was part of the civil rights movement, blah, blah, blah. He's like, so was my grandpa. He worked with her. And she's like, really? What'd he do? He was the guy that was like, hey, get to the back of the bus.
Oh my God.
I'm sorry. And she just looked at him and she's like, fuck you. Dude, I died out laughing though.
Oh, God.
Don't Diaries will never be coming back after this episode. Thank you for watching.
God.
I always thought it was cool to ride in the back of the bus. That's where I wanted to get whenever I got on the bus. I ride in the back of the bus anyway. Like, hey, you retards, get on the front. I'm riding the back. JW.
Uh-oh. Guys. I've been on here for almost 3 damn hours. This is your fault.
Talking to your stupid Reggie crap.
Oh, God. Guys, about that, I just want to say this show is meant for entertainment and entertainment purposes only.
Oh, yeah! Oh, and I'm going to go ahead and give a preference on Rosa Parks just so we can feel better about ourselves. Because I can't remember when she died. I think she died in 2005.
Really?
Yeah. But did you know, Misnomer, did you know that the president, the owner of Little Caesars, paid her rent and things until she passed away when he found out she was struggling? He paid her utility. He took care of her at the end of her years.
Oh, that's cool.
So Little Caesars, guys.
That's kind of like Trump. He did that for somebody also living in his hotel, right? In his towers.
Pita.
She died in 05.
In 05.
Wow. Same thing.
He paid her rent for 10 years, folks. That's a lot of pizza.
Wow.
I've done that for my wife for the last 10 years.
Well, you give her that pizza, though.
Pita.
Pepperoni.
I'm Pita, Steve. I like pita.
You know, being here with Doze right now has inspired me. When I get off here, I'm gonna go watch I'm gonna go watch Selena.
Annoyed, the beat's annoyed. No,
What?
he's such a sexy He-Man looking Mexican.
Mm.
You know, just give it to me, Doza. Just hammer me, baby. Give me that enchilada. I want to wrap that tamale.
It's hot down here. Come on, Mendoza.
I'm gonna invite you guys one day.
I know you shaved them balls over the
Come
toilet.
and play this game.
The Royal
Yeah.
Rumble card game.
That's right.
Looks stupid.
What?
Did any of you guys see? Did any of you guys see that Kardashian video she just put
Come
out?
on.
Very, very weird. Very,
Did
very.
you catch who was in that?
weird. No, I didn't watch it.
Ric Flair. Ric Flair sitting on the couch counting money.
And where?
And that Kim Kardashian put out this weird ass video online.
Oh yes, and she's got Macaulay Culkin on there also.
Yeah, a smidgen meter of a second, you see Ric Flair sitting on the couch with some chick counting money.
Counting money
Oh
in the
my.
background, right?
Oh,
Yeah, just in the background, she's like crying in front of him.
That is, you know what?
Illuminati, bro.
That bitch just craves attention like nobody's business. You know,
never
she-
did anything to get anywhere. Never done a
Nothing.
day of work
And-
to do anything.
She does this weird thing just to get people talking about her again because nobody talks about her ass or boobs anymore.
Same thing with these little fat kids eating cookies at these stores or whatever. I'm overseeing them.
What do we
every
do
day.
to you?
You're still a fat kid?
Me and Doza?
I'm still a
Man,
kid at
those
heart.
are yours.
I eat cookies at the store.
So are you on?
Little
Shut
Debbie?
up!
You got a problem with Little Debbie?
I sure do.
Okay.
I
well,
sure do.
Me and
I sure do have a problem with Little Debbie.
Our Little Deborah's.
She didn't roll over and get out when I told her to get done.
Really?
I had to put 2 feet to her to get out. Hit the road. I'm done with you, little Debbie.
Did you clean your back off?
Huh?
Yeah.
Back. Face, man. What are you talking about? Make sure you go home. It's sticky.
You like to record the money shot.
How about AEW? Well, Nick's gonna cry after Rampage has been done. See his
Oh,
last episode.
Thank
Is Nick-
God that's
Is
going
Nick
away.
crying? Is Nick crying? I'm ready for all AEW to tank. I'm sick of the garbage. It's garbage.
It is.
Nick's not crying. Nick's on a jet.
I'm tired of the Cirque du Soleil fucking acrobatics they do on those shows. I watched it the first few months, and after that, it started being flip here, flip there, jump off of this, jump off of that. It's just stupid now.
So, I thought through this
What do they
video.
do
real
down
quick.
to? One show a week? One show a week?
I think so, yeah.
I told you why they would lose it. He didn't want to lose it. It's the TV saying, we're done with this. We're not
Yeah.
getting any advertising. So unless you want to pay $13 to $14 million an episode to run it, come right on in. I
Mhm.
told you, it's not about how much money he's got. He can't run the TV. He can't pay the advertising. He can't. It's none of that. That's what's going to crush it.
TNA's got to go too.
I
What?
take that back. It might have been Ric Flair's
TNA's
doppelganger.
got to go.
Might have been his doppelganger. Might not have been him.
Yeah.
It is my. It's just all the same size wrestlers, all the same things. And
TNA's
how
gotta
does
go.
Toni Storm win wrestler of the year or whatever? I mean, great character, but her wrestling technique is gotten so bad because it's so over scripted. I mean, she's waiting like put hands up, here's my foot, here's my-" It's just
And they do
way
these,
over
like,
scripted.
comedy
Let them call
skits
their
in the
matches
ring.
in the ring.
It's so dumb. So dumb.
Let's go back to calling your matches in the ring.
I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth. When CM
Okay.
Punk was there and he had his rivalry with MJF, that's all I tuned into. That's what I would tune into for that.
How far we talked about this on Double Dropkick? How far he has fallen from being, he was right there ready to take off, and now it's like forgot about it. Trying to get
He
it.
should have sold out.
I mean, yep. And you were in the middle. The other night, you were in some podunk place in the middle of the ring with a guy who's famous on TikTok for eating cookies at Costco. That's who you were in the ring with. That's where MJF is at now. Way to go, bud. He tore what's her name? What's his name? A new butt the other night. Did you see him? Did you see him with that? Who used to dated that dentist? What's her name?
Got to
Who
go.
was that dentist wrestler? The female wrestler that's in the Britt Baker.
Ooh, no, but who?
Oh, yeah.
Wait, Ben, who got that?
Who dated her? What was that guy's name? That's in AEW, the wrestler.
That girl from NXT. What's her name? That chick, younger. Ooh, she got a fat.
Anyway, MJF was
Adam Cole.
MJF was scolding. You didn't see that? He was laying into Adam Cole. And he goes, well, it's something about. Well, I guess your teeth isn't going to get taken care of anymore. I heard, about the cavity, and he just ripped on him. He's like, I heard your dentist is gone. I was like, oh, he went there. He went there. He went there with the dentist. I was like, oh. Good talker on the mic, but you're being left behind, bro.
Baby.
Adam Cole.
Baby.
Yeah, MJF ripped him a new one.
Yes, Ben. See, Miss Parker. When can I get Miss Parker? That girl's fine. Her and what's her name? Nikita Lyons.
If you could live 1 year over in your life, what year would it be again? If you can go back to 1 year and live that whole year over again. Couldn't change anything, but you can live it over again.
Live it over again. I think it'd have to be the first year I met my wife. That's the one for me.
It was all kissy and bubbles and
It was
rainbows.
good. It was good. It was so good. I'd go back to that because I had my muscle car. I had money. I was cruising.
And you had muscle?
I didn't have a work. I had muscle.
Ethan's in deep thought now. He's trying to figure out what year.
Like, no lie, it was amazing. That first year was amazing. Still is, but it is. That was amazing. I would relive that first year every time.
No diddy. Even?
Especially since now we get
mine's
no
easy.
solo time.
There's no thought about it.
6 kids in, 3 dogs, and his girlfriend on the side. There's no solo time with her.
What you got again?
In the bench. 2018.
2018. That's pretty early.
Yeah.
Because everybody's alive still, right?
Everybody's alive. Last year, my mom was alive, and a lot of things that I would definitely rehash differently as far as knowing what I know now, then, and yeah, that'd be mine because you don't think about it, man. Like a lot of people, like Steven and all you, and you got people that die, man. It really does. People don't understand how much it actually does affect you, how much it changes you.
Mm-hmm.
And
numbs you. Things are numb that you don't care about anymore. That you used to.
Because you still have your parents, right?
Yeah.
And we talked about this because they live in LA. You're there, and
my dad's come twice this close to biting me.
And you don't think about it in terms of visits, but you figure you might visit your parents twice a year. And if your dad lives another 6 years, twice a year, that's only 12 visits that you're going to have with them for the rest of your life.
And I visited him once in the last 5 years. Do you believe that?
See, and that's the thing is just like you don't recognize it until you're in it, and you're sometimes for me, I'll be the first to admit it. You're in it, and you're in it too deep where you
take 5 minutes and call them every day.
You can't pull yourself out of it, and then it spirals, and then something else happens, and somebody else dies, and something else happens, and somebody else dies. Meanwhile, you're a man that's trying to keep a household together.
Yeah,
trying to be a husband, trying to be a parent, trying to be this, and you're just like, you blink your eyes, and you're like, fucking 5 years goes by and you're the least kindest person to yourself imaginable.
Yeah. Do you call them every day at least?
Does it?
You don't even call them every day, do you?
Why do you ask me that question?
They must not like you.
Mom and Dad,
He's not.
Who?
He's
He
not
asked
asking
me
me.
a question like, fucker, I know you don't, but I'm going to ask you right on live.
Well, he's
not
not.
with you now, boy.
I don't call
Right,
him
Greg?
every day
Right, Greg?
because,
Yep.
My mom, I see her and we message each other on Facebook and all that stuff, inbox all the time. And my dad, until this past half this year over, finally got a Facebook so that we could keep tabs on him and things like that. And he's just now finally like learning how to record a video and learn that when he can see himself, he's actually recording himself and not out there. You know what I
You
mean?
see, a good
Dude.
son would send them an Amazon, one of them Amazon screen ones that all they have to do is touch it, and then there you are on screen, and you can screen. And but
Dude, old
I know you're
people-
too busy making Reggies. I know.
But
Old people, but hold on, no. Old people
He's
in technology
also-
are the worst.
right, he's also a very stern, short-tempered man.
He'd like, yeah, sell all them stupid toys.
So, if he'd come in here, he'd come in here with a baseball bat. I'm not even gonna lie. God, my dad would be pissed in this room. If he would walk into the other room, he'd be even more pissed, and he'd be more pissed if he looked in the garage.
Gosh, he really hates you. He never liked raising you, did he?
He never bought me toys like that when I was a kid.
Never bought you
All this
toys?
shit
No wonder
here
you
is
don't call
because of
him.
my trauma. All this is, excuse me. You know what? I'm having one of those moments. I need to just.
I got,
Hold on,
I
let
got
me-
my buddy. Don't worry.
Let
He's
me
got started.
get Tony on for you. Hold on. Let me get Tony way back here in the back corner from the camera. Hey, that's okay, man.
Grandma!
I live with my grandma. That's okay. I break my feet to stay home with my
Meatloaf!
grandma. I break my feet to stay home with grandma.
You know, but I'm gonna vouch for Doza on this because
Love
old people in
Tony.
technology. We set my dad up on the Facebook, and I'm not joking. Within the first week, you get the pop ups on the side. You want a fucking something a laptop or whatever. My dad calls me. He's like, "Hey," and I'm like, "What?" He's like, "I
Yeah.
want a laptop."
I'm with you, Stephen.
I was like, "How'd you want a laptop?" Man, I was on Facebook and it popped up on the side. I want a laptop. I was like, "Tell me you didn't put
God
your
bless you,
information
too.
in there.
Oh, God.
Please tell me you didn't put your information in there." Yeah, all I needed was my driver's license and credit card.
And I'm on the way right now to give some blood for them. They said
Dad,
meet
I
them,
want you
and all
to-
I had to do was buy 2 gift cards and send them the number. I'm on the way to 5 and dime.
I know. I looked at him like that. I want you to hang up here, call the bank and cancel your credit card.
It's over.
Mm.
You got scammed. I didn't get scammed. They said I won. I'm like,
I'm
Dad,
just want that.
it's a scam.
Yeah.
It's a scam.
Oh, God.
How do you know it's a scam? I ain't sending these gift card numbers yet.
Mm. My dad would have got so pissed at me. He called me all kind of names and shit. Oh, man. When I was a real young kid, I remember somebody had they did a kidnapping attempt on me. And
They brought you back real quick, didn't they?
well,
All he wants is He-Man's and Ultimate Warriors.
Kevin, I've had enough trauma in my life without
No
trying
wonder
to
you and Max get
slide
along
of it.
so well.
Jesus.
I'm a big kid now. They're the Toys R Us kid.
No, no wonder this guy gets along so well. Max Paul.
You're like,
I'll give up my butthole for a Toys R Us trip every now and then.
Max was a grown man. I was like 9 years old, okay? But
Hey,
anyway.
they kidnapped you. They shot at my house. So
Oh, well.
God, y'all's are the lives.
LA. I grew up Compton and Inglewood, brother. All the time.
Right.
But I remember leaving the house, breaking out through the window and everything, and leaving, running back home. And I had this clean white T-shirt. I remember,
Got your tail whooped by your daddy too,
and
didn't you?
and I got in there. You know what I mean? Telling him what happened. And my dad walks in and goes, "What happened?" Well, where did they take you? Where was it? And I remember I was like, I don't remember, but it was down the street. And he was like, out
Turn
of
around, bend
frustration,
over.
my dad just decked me. He was
Dang, come on. He really didn't like you.
he, he decked me, dude. I had a white T-shirt on,
Told you I should have pulled out.
loaded. My mom was like, "You better change this shirt before the cops get here," because they had already called the cops.
Oh my God.
Yeah, my dad was nothing to play with, man.
Dude, so funny. Like, yeah, you say that because after my
So
mom and dad
funny.
split up for like a couple of months. My dad was tweaking real bad, and he was living in this like halfway house. It was like a converted house that you get one room that was literally like the size of an apartment living room, and then it's a community kitchen, a community bathroom, and that's how it was. And I remember went over to his house to spend the night for visitation, and I woke up the next morning, he's gone. Mind you, I'm like 6 years old, 7 years old, and in everywhere else in this house, there's nothing but fucking tweakers. It looks like a fucking movie. Like,
Damn.
I'm scared shitless. So I go outside. I'm like, okay, maybe he's smoking outside. I go outside. He's not outside. And I'm looking around. He's not at the park because it was facing the park. He's not at the park. And obviously there's no cell phones or nothing. So I'm sitting on the curb. I remember it was foggy and wet and damp. And I'm just in there crying. And I fucking pee myself. Because I was just scared. I was a little kid scared. About 5 minutes later, my dad comes walking up from the side street with a bag in his hand because he had went to the mall and stole my sister some Guess jeans she wanted.
More of the story, your dads did not like each other. Either one of you.
So he gets up to me and I get up and I got this giant, I fucking pee myself. Bro, I got the worst fucking spanking for that.
Daggone. Just
I'm like,
wore you out.
Dude, it was one of those ones where he's got my arm and I'm just doing the hoppity, trying to block and just until I turned about 13, 14. Because my dad was short. My dad was only like 5'3".
And you're still traumatized every time you pee. Yeah.
No, so my dad,
just before he takes the this is Ethan. Just before he takes a pee at this toilet, he's like, make sure his dad's not around.
That came later because, like I said, my dad was short. Well, one time he was giving me the licking with the belt, and I grabbed the belt and ripped it out of his hand. Because at this point, I'm bigger than him.
Oh, you're dead.
Oh man, he gave me the worst beating.
Surprised he didn't go get the gun after you.
Yep. Although I seen on TikTok, again, TikTok's such a bad place. How to handle getting, it's a guy I follow as a comedian named Jason Banks. And he's like, we're going to get beat when dad gets home. What do we do? What do we do? And then the kid goes, I got a plan. And they're like, what? And then the dad walks in and he's like, takes off his belt and he's like, you guys are going to get it. And then he spanks him for the first time. And then he just looks at him and goes, again, daddy. And he just stopped, full stop. We're just like, shut the door. Dude, that's smart thinking right there. Get hit and be like, oh, daddy again. He never hit you again. Guarantee you.
It's still better than getting kidnapped and still coming home to your daddy and getting punched in the face.
My dad thought he
I
was
did that
rocking
getting the
Balboa in
belt.
those last
Dad
rounds.
would turn me over and said, "You think this is fun?" And he'd start working on that face.
Oh man. Oh man.
The drug deals are the funnest with my dad.
If I ever put my hand in the middle of an ass whooping, I swear I'm not kidding. My dad would probably call
Throwing me against the wall.
the royal belt from the heavens, like he meant, like, I have the power. Just whoop my ass.
You found Echo.
After
after about 16, 17 for my dad, it became
have small penis.
yeah. After about 16 or 17 with my dad, it became it wasn't a factor anymore because I'm like 6'1". I'm just fucking ginormous, and I'm just bigger than him, and it's just like, nah, like not gonna tempt fate.
No, I remember I got to the age where I got home and my dad was laying into my mom one time, and I fucking jumped in the middle. I was
Did
like,
you call 911?
Like beating your mom or yelling at your mom or arguing?
I was the 911 finger.
Like
Yeah.
putting hands on. When we say lean in, I mean we mean like
Yeah, no, she's catching ass open. Mom's caught mom.
she's catching
But I used to call 911 because I was like 5 or 6, 7 years old. I knew that the teachers told me, if something like that ever happened, you call 911. So I would just call 911. The cops come take my dad away. My dad would never get put in jail because my godfather was a lieutenant in the police force and would, try to talk some sense into my dad, but it never worked for a while.
No, man. I called him out that one
viewers
time.
still? We hadn't had a comment in a while.
I thought my dad, because we're getting a little dark area here where people can't.
Yeah, I'm ready to it's over. I don't know what
Toss in
y'all
your traumas, guys.
Yep.
Toss in your traumas from the
like,
crowd.
Oh, you want a piece of this? I thought I was going to come in and break it up and he was going to break down. Pops called me out. We went outside, man. Shit. He was like, let's go. I was like, damn.
By the time I was about 18, my dad was his health was on that getting, he didn't have that spring in his step anymore. So my brother, rest in peace, him and my brother were oil and water. Their personalities were just oil and water, and I get off school, and when I was littler, my brother used to tell me, you turn 18, I'm going to whoop your ass. I'm going to show you what it's like to get your ass whooped, blah, 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 right? Mind you, I'm the biggest in my house. Like, I'm 5 inches, 6 inches taller than everybody. I'm just, ain't nobody really scaring me.
And that was
I
what,
get home from
5'5"?
Yeah, 5'3".
Okay, just make sure.
I get off school one day. My dad and my brother are fighting in the driveway. Full on fist fighting. And I'm a senior in high school. I'm full of piss and vinegar, right? I fucking toss off my backpack. Me and my brother we square up, we go at it. I hit him so hard I had broke 3 knuckles and 2 fingers. just tattoos right here. Just he went down, knees collapsed, just went down and just fucking was down. He was down for a few good minutes.
Hitting let's hit one of the hardest bones in the body.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
Here's the crazy. So he was down for a few minutes, but in that time he was down, my dad has a heart attack.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So my dad's having a heart attack. I got a broken hand. We're calling 911, trying to get an ambulance. My brother's waking up, ready to fight again because he didn't know what the fuck just happened.
Ding ding. So really, it's over.
So luckily, my sister and her husband pull up, and he wants to try to fight me. So he ends up starting to fighting my brother-in-law, and then the cops come and the ambulance comes, and that was the start of my dad having to carry around nitro pills.
Oh,
Hey, time out here. If anybody's watching, can you please still comment? The last comment was like 1:19 a.m. It's like 1:31. I think everybody's like, I leave these losers alone, man. I'm going to bed.
They're looking at the screen just traumatized right now. Guys, you guys are only hearing about it if you lived it, okay?
When you go live as Mendoza, it goes live on your Facebook thing or something, but you don't see those comments. I don't know why they're not linked together for you to see them on StreamYard.
No.
Yeah, people are commenting on that Facebook or your Facebook Live, and hey, James is still here. And you're not able to ever see those comments.
Guys, don't forget to like and unsubscribe because the show won't be around for long. Make sure the last time Kevin was on here, this show went on 3 hours. It's no surprise that he's back on here. and it's 3 hours long.
You can go with me, baby. I bring the joy, the
I
fart
don't
smells and
think it's
claims. It's my hair.
Oh my goodness.
Don't worry, Doza. He's not hitting our moms.
Yep. Nope. Nope.
Oh, my mom's in the comments.
Your mom was?
Yeah.
And you ignored her again. No wonder they
She's
don't
like,
like you.
she's like, I remember
She
that
said
day.
Happy holidays. I put a like on her comment, didn't I?
Right.
I did. I put a little heart on her comment. Just
Right.
No, you probably put a fist emoji and scared her.
Right. She's probably sitting near her dad right now to smack your face around.
Let me tell you, my mom can take a punch
Greg-
better than I
Greg
can.
said he
I
unsubscribed.
witnessed that.
Greg said he
Oh.
unsubscribed, so you're good. Greg's unsubscribed. Hey, Greg, go over to Double Dropkick Podcast and subscribe. Because we're actually 8 away. You know, we're 8 away from 1,000. 8. Did I say that earlier?
Wow.
I feel like I said that. Never mind.
You know, but that's the good times growing up. Like, I've had friends tell me, like, you know, you need to go to therapy and talk about your traumas. And I'm like, no, I don't have any problem talking about my traumas because they're not really traumas to me. They're just like stories,
He's like, yeah, you ever seen Goat Milk? I mean, come on.
right?
We did that like at ditching parties, at bonfires at the beach, talking about it with our boys and laughing about the whole thing. That was our.
Sounds like some gay bonfire.
It was nice. There was no baby oil,
Appreciate it, Greg.
but
You missed out on our big giveaway, Greg. We had a big giveaway every night. Tell him.
big,
Biggie.
big giveaway. Greg.
We had a big old giveaway. You
We
missed
had a
out on
big
it.
one. I was there. I saw it.
But that's okay. We're about to have another 1,000, and Mendoza will have another belt ready, but it'll take another 3 months to get it. It'll take another 3 months to get it because they'll forget about it. I got you, man. I'm mailing it this Friday. I'm mailing it Saturday.
I got.
I'm mailing it Monday, man. I'm
Actually,
mailing it
I was
Tuesday, man. Oh crap! It's Wednesday. I gotta get up early. Do you remember the night I called you and checked in on you, and you were just like you were gone?
Yeah, I was very. I'm
You
telling
were-
you, I'm
No,
stretched.
you were plastered. You're like, hey, Ken, what's up, man?
Shh, quiet.
What's that, dude?
I am spread thin around
Kevin,
here.
you're my dog, Kevin. I love you, man. You know that. You're my dog.
I was spread thin.
Oh, Max is up. Look, Max is in here. Max,
Max,
You're not gonna
Vidal,
wanna
what
mix.
is going up, dude?
you're not gonna want to mix,
We're
miss.
chilling here, just talking about the things we have in common. I was abducted. I was
Oh, you don't know
No,
Mountain Mendoza either. Tyler and Talmadge is coming on Double Dropkick next Tuesday with the full story on what happened with Great Custom Belts.
Hey, he said he's coming here first.
They're over. They're done, and it's
Yeah,
spilling the
I heard about
beans.
I heard
On a
about it.
different note,
Okay.
my 16-year-old child just messaged me, and I feel like I feel like I've done a good job as a father.
She said, "Don't wait up."
No, she says no. She's spending the night over there, so that was already worked.
Oh, okay.
But she's like, I just did karaoke with my friend. Guess what song we did? And I'm like, what song did you do? Careless Whispers.
All right, yeah, she's at the male strip club down the street. That's what she's at. She's just making sure you're still out.
I try to influence some music, very 80s.
Yes,
heavy.
best music. Best music.
You don't listen to the Goo Dolls?
Who?
A little bit.
Goo Dolls.
I'm very eclectic when it comes to music.
Smashing
But man,
Pumpkins,
you give me some Swayze.
Stone Temple Pilots.
Stone Temple. Yeah, Stone Temple Pilots. Yeah, baby. Yeah.
You give me some Swayze, some Wham, some.
Okay.
Max bells are the best there is.
Bonnie Taylor.
Even when he gets kidnapped, he makes the best bell. I love him because he's sexy as Gerber.
Yeah, Max, he is going to be on Double Dropkick.
Yep, Tuesday night, New Year's Eve special. We are going from 8 p.m. till
Going out
midnight.
with a bomb.
I'm just kidding.
That is the bomb.
no, we're not. No.
Okay. I got nothing going on.
Nah, I can't. Man, that 3 hour, dude, I was down the next day. You mean people were messaging, hey, it's like, you okay? Like, That I can't. The medicine was wearing off. I didn't know where I was. My speech was dying in that end of that episode. Gosh, I was.
Wow. But you were getting really fun towards the end. I'll admit that.
Because the real me was coming out. Not medicated up. I mean, I don't know if you met. I did my outro, whatever, and it was still live, and I'm standing there like, oh crap! I had to go back and edit that because he was gone. I was still alive, so I was like, "Hey, Kev, you're still alive." I was like, "Oh crap!"
Oh wow, shit.
Ethan just left me.
Max.
It happens.
I always know when it's time to, the ending needs to be coming when Ethan turns off his light behind him. When the light goes off behind Ethan, it's time for him to go.
Oh yeah. The good thing is he came on with his light off already.
Yeah.
But pretty soon, if you see it turn on, that means that's his night light. It's time to go.
Yeah, tell him, Max.
I got about an hour and a half.
Max, ICE agents start in January and they can't do goat milk anymore. They'll know where they're at.
Trump.
Damn you, Trump.
Effectively in January.
So tell everybody honestly, why is goat milk ended? Come on, let's know.
Yeah, dude.
Goat milk ended.
Yeah, dude.
Goat milk ended.
Why? What happened?
Responsible actions had to be taken
Let us know what happened.
because
This is a safe space.
bring it in here.
Who hurt
Listen,
you?
bring it in. Goat
Was your
milk
butthole just a little too tight for him?
because
Your balls are very juicy and tasty tonight.
the main person that is
Turning on.
responsible for this show ending,
It's who?
say his name, and
What's his name?
I don't care if he gets upset. This is the truth,
Oh God.
the honest truth. His name is. And I don't care. I don't care if he gets mad. I'm just saying. That's exactly why.
Well, why are you then why did Tony do that? Why are you so mad at him then?
Wait, let me see what's this comment. Oh yeah. We're 3 hours into the show, so yeah, it's we've been drinking. Well, I drank some.
I got my beverages sitting over there getting warm, all slug here in a little
Did
bit.
all that work on your logo and your
A lot of
intro?
things play. I need to concentrate on making real Reggie Parks replicas, and I can't do it if I'm on the show. I need more time to dedicate that actual TV accurate belts.
But
So-
yet you spent 3 hours on here tonight instead of doing any of that work.
and this is why. This is why this must end. There's certain factors, but the main reason is I have a lot of things going on. I'm spread too thin. One of our main co-hosts that was Tony Leonidas hardly has time to get on here for whatever reasons. That complicates things.
Baking cookies with his grandma.
Yeah, I heard there. Do you
Tony
Well, see,
Shane.
I'll throw it out there. I'll throw it out there as dirty laundry because I really don't care because it's not like he's going to quit any further than he's going to quit. But like, I love Tony, but it's just like, bro, I'm not dumb. Like, well, you had your broken ankle, so you were down, but yet you still didn't manage to show up. And now your ankle's getting better, and now it's there's a full moon tonight, and it reminds me of the time my dog died, and I can't come in tonight. Or
well, his foot healed, and he was able to go back to work.
yeah.
So he was able to do the shows, but for some reason, it just felt like his energy wasn't there. His heart wasn't in it. And
Didn't he want to do a nerd show with us on the Nerdcast? Bring that back. Whoa, I'm glad I didn't get involved in that.
So I don't know. So my thing is, I'm not going to do this alone. Of course, Ethan wasn't going to leave. He wasn't going to let me down. He's ride or die. I know that. But if my heart isn't in it, and I'm one of those guys that if all the chips aren't the way they're supposed to be, the way we wanted things to be, I'm completely out. because when I'm here, not to say that anybody else doesn't have better shit to do, but when I'm on here, I could be doing other things. Ethan's a family man. I'm a family man. I could be dedicating 2 hours to my kids before they go to sleep. I could be dedicating 2 hours to my work. I could be dedicating time to my wife. I could be dedicating time to my dogs, taking them out to walk, whatever. I could be doing a lot of things, and that's 4 shows a month, right? And plus pop-up shows whenever we do them. And if you count the hours, you're talking about 4 to 6, even 7 hours sometimes. So that's nothing. That's not a little bit of time. There's days that we would do a show on Wednesday and then pop up on Saturdays, right? Or do a show all of a sudden like Sundays, or like today, I just decided to jump on here. So it's a lot of time, dedication. Kev, I thank you because you did some work for us. I appreciate the help with the intros and all that stuff, man. I really, really appreciate that. I'm thankful
Oh,
for
this
it.
logo behind here is kicktail. I still love this logo.
And but
I'm
but
dead
it's-
serious. I love this logo behind there.
and like honestly, man, it's a lot of work that people put in. I put effort in. Ethan comes straight from work, like kicking down the door, gets in his seat, gets in here, comes on here to do his thing. So like, I'm not gonna make anybody else work harder than somebody else. It has to be a even effort put forward between everybody. And if somebody's not doing that, then I'm not going to pick up the slack for too long. You know what I mean? It's going to be, I understand on one night here, maybe another night there. I took off on vacation. I gave some time and let them know ahead of time how things are going to be. But, it takes like,
But it got to the point where it was like 4 weeks off for him, 1 week on. 3
yeah,
weeks off, 1 week on.
yeah. So that's not the way things swing. So if it's not going the way we want or the way I planned for things to be, it's better not to do it at all.
Well, I mean, if you can't have a cohesive team, and you don't want to put a bad product out there. I get that too, because you got to prep, you got to show prep, you got to go over things, you got to set things up, you got to do this, you got to do that, and when you're trying to make a good show and enjoyable for people to keep coming back, and everybody's not on the same page, I get that.
Yeah, and I'm not knocking on the guy. I mean, we all go through
No,
things.
no, it's
I don't know
not.
what he's going through, but or for whatever reasons his heart is not into it. I get it, but lots of times, many times, my heart wasn't in it for that night. I still pushed myself to do it.
Like tonight.
See, being on the West Coast for me, being on the West Coast, I'm marooned. I get off work. It's already late for you guys.
Yeah,
It's 5:30 for me. By the time it's 5:30. By the time I generally fire up my computer at 5:57. But by that time, you guys have watched SmackDown. You guys have watched Raw. I still have another 2.5 hours before SmackDown or Raw starts.
yeah.
It's like it's one of those things.
Mm-hmm. So that's another thing. We had shows on days where we would miss things. I like wrestling. I like watching it. So we're over here doing a show while everybody else is watching football games and watching pay-per-views and stuff like that. So yeah, so and the straw that broke the camel's back is he had a play to go to and he said, I can't come on the show because I'm going to a play. But it was last minute, even though it was something that was, he knew he had an engagement prior. He could have told us a week in advance. And I would have.
But mind you, we're talking the day before. We're talking about show, and there's no mention.
Yeah.
And then afternoon of show, it's I got a play tonight to go to.
So I was like, okay, and that did it for me. I was like, that once you don't show, or you show me that something else mattered more than what we were trying to do cohesively, then it's not there no more. I'm not there no more. That's it. And it doesn't take much for me to just say I'm out, to be honest. When somebody's in with me, dude, I give maximum effort. But if somebody cuts cuts line and leaves us to hang there. No, I'm very like at work the way I am when I'm at work with people, and I've always been in management and manage people, crews of up to 30 people. I'm very like no nonsense shit. So I will cut things off like immediately. You know what I mean? There's kind of like no give in those kind of things.
And for me, I try to be more flexible because given my situation, there's nights where Doze is behind. I'm like, hey, just take the night. Let's take the night off. Let's fucking take the night off. Told Kev, do you want to do a Christmas Eve special? He's like, no, spend with the family. I was like, no, you want to do a New Year's Eve special? It's your world. Just let me know. That's how I am. I'm always gonna be flexible. What up, John?
What's up, brother? Yeah, we're having a marathon.
Yeah, baby. We're going to New Year's Day.
We got Jerry Lewis on the line taking donations. He's gonna do a tap dance.
I'm making a miracle wish for these two right here.
I got the car. Oh, and I got the car towed to the shop today, so that was.
Oh, that's right.
What?
The car.
Said finally got the car towed to the shop.
Awesome. Sad it happened,
So-
but awesome that you're getting the ball rolling on getting it fixed.
Oh my!
Yeah,
Michael,
so
you
they,
with the bomb.
He was cool though. Like they were cool. Like
Thank
the
you, Mike.
diagnostic, just to like diagnose it, is like $300.
Hey,
But-
I know what's wrong with it, but before I tell you, pay me $300, and I'll tell you what's wrong with it.
Motherfuckers.
Again, I'm one of those lenient people. I'm one of those people that's like, I just go with the flow. And he's like, being Christmas Eve, we close a little early. I don't know how much we're gonna get done. I was like, honestly, I wasn't expecting you to get anything done today because it's Christmas Eve. I'd much rather you guys spend time with your family and just, maybe I can get a Thursday or Friday.
And they're like, and then they went back and like, oh guys, this guy's gullible. We're gonna get him for $1,200.
No. The opposite. He goes, I'm gonna knock $100 off your diagnostics just for you being nice and understanding.
Yep, he goes. Well, it's
It goes a
300.
long
I'm gonna
way.
knock off another one at 300 again. Just not all
Right.
right.
It really goes a long way when you're nice.
Do you know these guys, or have you used them before?
I use them. I've gone there before. I get my oil
Okay.
change there, and
You're good.
all the
You're
things.
good.
So
So I yelled at him. I was like, dude, you're changing my oil. You don't see what's going wrong with my motor right then? Chill, bro.
no,
Dude, that would worry me right there.
it was just the most random thing. Like literally, we were going to Costco.
He sends me a video behind the steering wheel. Kevin got a situation right now, and there's a tow truck right in front of it backing out. I was like, oh crap, he's not going to make it.
Yeah, that was the giveaway show on Saturday, and we're going to Costco. We're gonna get a couple things, and
Did they get rid of the beef sandwich? That sandwich that they had at Costco?
they had a beef sandwich.
I don't get a Costco.
We had a turkey one.
They had a sandwich like it had a bunch of ham, like flappy meat on there.
I'm afraid I'll run into the Rizzler there, so I don't go.
Mm-hmm.
I like their pizza. I go for the pizza.
Just a quick reminder again, guys, for the guys that are watching, don't forget to like and unsubscribe today.
Oh, pretty please.
Unsubscribe.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys.
We'll have a farewell. We'll have a farewell show.
It's Christmas Eve, you irresponsible
God, that's
bastard.
gonna be like
What
a
are you doing?
6 hour
Go
show.
to your family.
Y'all are never gonna shut up on that giveaway show.
No, we'll have a farewell show. Just because there's a lot of people that watch that. Man, you're Stone Cold Steve's and
That little kid who does all this Costco, the little famous little fat little kid butterball thing or whatever. That's all in the rings and whatever. All of my stupid Facebook timelines and all this mess. That kid who goes to Costco and eats a cookie and goes boom all the time. They're putting him in the ring. It's stupidity. AEW.
Oh God, TNA. They need to take TNA off too.
TNA's on fire right now.
No, they needs to be set on fire. That whole thing it's recycled wrestlers and hand-me-downs from here and there. It just
The best belts in the business too.
I'll tell you what though, didn't they retire the? Are they going to retire the X division?
I think that's already done.
Really? They already got it done.
Michael B. Jones, you are summoned to the comment section.
So
Here he comes.
they finally are. I guess they finally heard what I had to say and they listened to me.
I'm quitting Christmas from now on. I'll pay someone next year to do this.
Oh yeah!
People pay other people to wrap presents.
That's retarded.
Did you see? So this is gonna be the boss humbug part.
Chicken bake. I love me some chicken bake, mama.
Hi, Miss Mendoza.
You know those when you go to Walmart or wherever, you get the Christmas trees with
I'd
the
like
people's
one of
wishes.
y'all is live again. Will you go live again?
Supposed to stop it.
I need to see one of y'all is live again, where y'all show
I
off.
have to make a special sale on these.
Not retired, but the TNA slander is unnecessary. Tell him, Jones.
Oh,
Tell him his winged eagle looks like crap. He thinks it's so great.
Hold on, let's see the
If
back end that he's
that's how you
licking.
look, Miss Mendoza, you're in trouble.
you want to see her from the back?
No, I want to see the front again.
Whoa.
What's that say? Reggie Park was not here. Okay.
And that's dual plated?
It says replicated.
Mm-hmm. Say it, Ethan.
I can't.
Say
Kevin,
it.
I gotta sell some belts.
It is gold plated. It's very
Kevin,
nice.
Kevin stole my dual plated anyways.
Would you like to see it, Ethan?
Oh, I missed that belt so bad.
I like this is the curve I like.
Hold on, Mendoza. Let me show you something.
This is the curve I like on these plates. I hate overdoing the curve.
Yeah.
I hate
This is for Miss Mendoza, by the way.
it. Come on, bring
Kevin
out
got that white girl booty.
Ooh, you need to zoom in on them sexy sweats.
Sorry, it's already
Extra
my screen caps.
he said retire, but the TNA slander is unnecessary. Sorry, Mike. So sorry.
Ooh, this belt's fire.
That is smooth.
I got
James.
ring worn Reggie. Ooh, this belt's fire.
Smoother than Tennessee whiskey.
Did the missus like that?
Well, here you go. Here's the response. She said,
Thank you. It was
I'm
great, wasn't it? Can't wait to see you live again next time.
shake and bake, baby.
Like a ring used. You know when Hogan was walking it up the stairs and it looked just like this, ready to hang it to the word. It was all.
What is stamped on the tip?
It is a perfect belt.
What is stamped on the tip?
Ooh, ooh.
No, underneath the tip. Underneath.
What?
No,
Nothing.
on the actual belt tip. What's stamped underneath the belt tip?
Nothing.
What do you mean? Let me see it on the camera.
Nothing.
Is that what? Who made that belt?
That is the old classic shields.
That's an old classic shield.
Yep. Now the Reggies had a little.
Oh, okay.
The Reggies have a mark on them.
Oh, okay. What mark is that? That I've always seen like in the middle of the back of the belt tip. On
Yeah, it's
the
like like a Z line or whatever. I'll have to check.
I got a picture of it. I'll send you.
No. Well, if you say he'll do it onto his.
Is that a stamp they do to make the tip stay on?
No.
Like a
This is
stamp
the
that
as
stays
mar-
on?
marking.
Manufactured marking of who that's manufactured.
Oh, okay.
It's just a manufactured stamp.
Oh, okay.
Keep rubbing those. Something going to stick out. Right. I'm all ditty, baby. Yes, sir. When the Mendozas are on, I'm all ditty. Can you put me on all screens so that Ethan can see this?
Ethan, how the fuck do we put them on all screen? So I click the.
You hover over down to the bottom corner over my face, not on the main screen, but on the bottom down there.
Mm-hmm.
You'll see those squares to the left-hand side. If you click on that, it makes me. There you go.
There you go. Learn something new every day.
Look at there, Ethan.
I'm glad I learned that at the end of this fucking show run.
I could have taught you a lot of stuff, a lot of cool stuff. Look at that. Ethan.
That's so perfect.
Look, I mean, yes, she's so. It's the leather that makes it. This leather's so worn in. It's so ring used. It's so great.
I could beat that on first day.
My ass, you could.
Yes, I can.
My ass, you could.
Oh, don't bet your ass you'll lose it.
This is worn in leather. I mean, it takes a while to get this way.
No, I can do that on the first day.
Okay.
Can I explain to you the process?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll explain to you the process.
Go ahead.
Look, I even learned how to
been doing
get
leather
out there.
15 years, even though I've owned these belts since 2001. But go ahead.
Well, okay, yeah, but there's a process you do to the leather.
While you talk, will Miss Doza come downstairs and wave on camera?
You you do a process to the leather. You break it in before you even dye it.
That's fine, but it's still not going to. It takes an oil process to get this way and to age it and to get the smell into it and get it's just a different process.
That leather is like an 80s.
Thank you.
That leather's like an 80s motorcycle jacket.
It's just it takes time to get this. It just happens.
It just happens. You're talking like it's pregnancy. What do you mean it just happens?
It is. I just screwed it like 10 minutes ago. Didn't you watch it?
Are you serious? You dog. God.
Yeah.
Is that what those things are?
Yeah.
My goodness.
My penis markings.
Wow. Are you whipping it like that too?
I sure am. I taught you everything you know too. The ultimate warrior behind you. Why don't you show the hole in the bottom of it?
I promised I wouldn't, but no, I'm sorry, dude. No, you don't deserve the.
Ethan, you're gonna get a butt full back when I go. You're gonna one day open the door and be like, "There's a package there." My luck, it'll be stolen. You won't know it's coming. It'll be stolen. All 6 belts will be gone. You left me some belts, but they got stolen. They got stolen.
Max said, "Nice,
right, Max.
Noise."
That picture of yours is. Look at that guy right there. Put that guy up there again. Look at that guy. Look at that picture. Whew. That's a stash right there.
James is
James, you're so sexy.
I think look at him really good. I think if you put the cowboy hat on him,
I want to see him with a bathroom picture instead of the car selfie. Yeah.
Wouldn't he be part of the what was the tag team that Billy Gunn was part of? Bart Gunn and Billy Gunn.
He looks like a tag team that the Southern Boys from WCW.
Really? I think he looks like one of the guys from that. What were they? What were the Guns or?
I remember when Ethan got this belt, all the pictures he took of it. I still use those pictures.
Look, he knows because people tell him. He said the
Smoking Guns. That's Smoking Guns, Southern Boys, Smoking Guns. There. Okay.
Smoking Guns. James, let your hair grow out and put a damn cowboy hat on. Max, just so you know, we're gonna start making Reggie Park clone belts.
No, you're not neither.
So I'll be inboxing you for some stuff, and we'll get together on that. Stephen Hammer, he knows that too. The Smoking Guns. Is that what originally ordered it and just got it let? Well, they were aging the leather because that takes time. Yes, Bart Gunn.
And C4 is going to bring the hammer down to you, the one that actually asked the permission to make them.
But you're good friends.
I told you, Midwest. You're going to put Midwest replica. That's fire. Nobody's doing it, and I've said to do it for years.
Okay.
Midwest
replica.
Max.
I think he would have AWP run very rare. Hey, Max, now that I remember, where's my goddamn snaps?
Watch your language.
Oh, this isn't your show. You must have forgot.
I got the beat button, so ha ha ha.
Oh, that son of a... I'm glad I got all that out.
That was Ethan on the bidet.
Oh wow. That's
I just want a video of Ethan sitting on the toilet with a bidet goes on to see the face he makes.
that's anybody stubbing their toe on a corner, man. Full fucking speed. Oh yeah, smoking guns. Bart Gunn, the smoking guns. Other than the Ding Dongs, who were the worst tag team ever?
Oh,
Ever.
Rock and Roll Express.
Ooh. Did you see his face?
yes. I'd like to report Ice to. I have his address. I have his address.
Wow.
I'm sorry, but I'm going to give the Bushwhackers maybe.
No. Okay, I'll give it to you this. When they
They were
were
stupid
WWF,
as can be.
but when they were the sheep herders, they were pretty damn violent. They were
As the Bushwhackers, stupid as can be.
Oh, God. I saw a tag team match, and it was the Brooklyn Brawler.
I don't spit on each other. You need everybody getting that one out. So I got
I can't say his name without laughing.
I think Miss Mendoza stuck the finger.
Hold on, I got off.
Not as.
I don't even remember the guy's name, but it was the Brooklyn Brawler, and they fought they were wrestling some jobbers, literally jobbers, and they beat the shit out of them. I was thinking, this got to be the worst tag team ever, man.
There's two white skinny guys in the early '80s. I forget what they were. The Mulkins, the Mulkins, or something like that. There's two white skinny guys. If you watch the NWA, remember that they'd always get thrown to the floor and their backs would smack the floor.
Luke and
yeah, as the sheep herders. I'm talking about as bushwhackers.
Oh yeah, bushwhackers. They never held a title.
The stupid gimmick ruined the Mulkey. There it is, the Mulkeys. Yeah. You want to see some jobbers? Go watch the Mulkeys. They sold everyone. Yes, you got to watch
the Mulkeys.
This is who James looks like. I watched him on YouTube. It's called there's a show called Throttle. We do a lot of car builds. But hold on, let me get it in there and focus.
Let me
put your hand behind it.
Put your hand behind it, like
yeah, it's still focusing on you. Put your hand behind it and hold it up. There you go. There he is. Look at that full man chew right there.
He looks like me.
Oh, Steven has one for you.
Natalia and Tamina Snuka worst. Oh, in the females. In the female, that's actually a pretty big.
The most overrated wrestler of all time.
Hulk Hogan.
You're stupid. You can't even be serious for 1 second.
Hulk Hogan is the most overrated wrestler of all time.
You're the most. Folks, please unsubscribe today. Hurry up.
Please like and unsubscribe.
Dude won all the championship, changed the business. Had one of the greatest heel turns of all time. All you guys loved Hogan's. Ben Walker's got one that's easy.
That one hurt.
That's coming. Yeah, that's in there.
That hurt, but I'm not going to say he's not right. I mean, he's not that he's wrong.
I would have pissed off a lot of people just because I don't like him and I've never liked him.
Tito Santana.
Chris Jericho.
Yeah, Chris Jericho's pretty overrated too.
If you could put the world championship belt on one person, who would it be? For me, Mr. Perfect or Rick Rude. Ooh,
wait a minute. If you could put the title on a wrestler
that never held
never had it, but you thought deserved it, who would that be?
Yeah, I would have to Mr. Perfect or Rick Rude. That'd be a hard decision between them two.
Would be one of them.
I mean, those guys are just.
Owen Hart would be another.
Yeah.
Owen Hart.
Overrated.
I think they should have kept the rivalry going. He'd already beat him for the IC. He should have kept
Hey,
going.
him and
I don't
Bret
understand why
were
they
great.
killed the Blue Blazer off, but they took Owen Hart away too. Like wrestling's fake.
Magnum TA was overrated to me.
You didn't watch. Shut your mouth.
That's another guy who couldn't drive a
And
car.
Hansen. Overrated.
The most underrated wrestler of all time. Y'all know who I'm. I've already said on
Ricky the
the show.
Dragon Steamboat.
I don't think he was underrated.
He was underrated because they didn't give him the titles in WWF. He should have had him. He should have had him.
Mine was Bobby Eaton, but
Bobby Eaton, that name's come up a lot. A lot of people do mention Bobby.
Look at Jake Roberts.
Yeah, he was gonna get it, and Warrior fucked that up for him.
I think instead of Hogan, I would have liked to seen Rude in WrestleMania when Ultimate Warrior and Hogan fought. I would have liked to seen Rick Rude and Warrior and Rude win it. There.
Did a good job.
He carried Warrior in those matches. Oh man, did he made him look so good.
Oh yeah, Mr. Perfect. I used to love how he used to.
Well, Warrior's character, you got to love it. I mean, those characters back then were great. I'd like to see more characters like that. I kind of miss some of those. Bruiser Brody.
Bruiser
Bobby.
Brody, yeah. But didn't he die in Japan? Something happened to him?
Stevenson Bobby, underrated. Yep, I agree with. Yep. Steven.
Bob Backlund.
Yeah, Steven Hammer says Bobby. Also.
Overrated or underrated? Bob Backlund was champ.
No. I think he said that he was underrated.
I don't think he was overrated. He held the title one of the longest.
Never was my favorite.
Never
was my favorite.
Longest reign.
Well,
He was in
that
time coming in from old school type wrestlers into the new gimmick era, and it was a hard
Puerto
mesh.
Rico. Okay, Puerto Rico is where he died.
You know, he was going into where he didn't have that gimmick that all the wrestlers during that time did, like the Hogans, the Warriors, Boss Mans, those
Okay, if
characters.
we're gonna do that, so if we're gonna go overrated, you're gonna do that. I'm gonna throw one out that I think he's overrated in a weird way. Because if you just Thanos and snap your fingers and eliminate him from history, right? Does it really change much? Sting.
I think so.
Sting for me.
He won the WCW 91-94 world title, and he won a lot. Yeah.
But if you snap your fingers, and just delete him from history like he's never existed, it wouldn't change anything.
In the NWA days and all the NWO days, and who's a wrestler that's in the Hall of Fame that shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame? I got a list. Why for that one? Because this is me.
That's a good question.
The Hall of Fame.
That for your show.
The Hall of Fame should, the Hall of Fame should not be just for.
He said, "Yeah," real quick.
Just for great wrestlers, but it should be for the best of the best. That's what your Hall of Fame is. Not just because they were a good character for you, like Coco Beware.
Yeah, he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
What did he win to justify himself being Hall of Fame?
Oh, damn.
The
Ethan
best
Flight came
of the
off.
best.
I'll tell you who was underrated. And
Like
then
Troy Aikman. Troy Aikman shouldn't be in the Football Hall of Fame. Troy Aikman does not have the numbers to support being in the Hall of Fame.
I actually like watching Ronnie Garvin wrestle. And he actually held the world title.
A gifted world title because somebody didn't want it.
But he held it. But I like his style. He was pretty rough. I liked his wrestling style.
The hands of snow. Ronnie Garvin.
And then they made him a referee by the end of his career in WWF.
I think Garvin won twice, I think. Oh, 3. There you go.
Greg says he's a 3-time champ. He had a good feud with Greg the Hammer. Yeah, I hate the Cowboys too.
Go look at the numbers. Troy Aikman should not be in the Hall of Fame.
Steven says, did y'all see the backstage interview where WWE forgot Coco was in the Hall of Fame and Coco was like, I'm already in the Hall of Fame?
Oh, what?
Damn.
I gotta find that. I'd be like, talk about disrespect. That's what I'm talking about. They don't even believe each other. They're like, who else can we put in here? All right, do that. Who's that guy with the bird? That got a lot of attention.
That really sucks, man. That really sucks.
Who's overrated now?
Who's overrated now?
CM Punk.
No.
With a septum tattoo.
CM Punk's not overrated. I'll tell you who's overrated.
The Tribal Chief.
No, he's not overrated. Damian Priest is overrated.
I can kind of see that. Gunther,
no, I think he's doing okay. But some of the people he's been wrestling against are definitely overrated.
told you, Greg. I mean, middle of the way, all the way, man. His numbers do not support putting that dude in the Hall of Fame. Troy Aikman did some serious paying off to get in there.
Hmm.
You know what it is for me, kids?
Sliding to go.
I'm running away.
Guys, it's time to go to bed. We've been on almost 4 damn hours.
Well,
Jesus Christ, we just crammed 4 shows into one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for watching tonight. Please make sure to unsubscribe this crappy ass show. Thanks for Tony. Goat Milk Diaries will have one more episode coming up. When they do, Ethan will not leave like he just did. Thanks, everybody. Please like and unsubscribe. Make sure to check out the New Year's Eve cast of Double Drop Kick coming up.
Don't miss out, guys.
Take care, ladies and gentlemen.
Groovy.
Get out of here, baby.
Thank you, everybody, for watching, sticking with us. I know it's painful. 2:14 in the morning. I'm ready to go to bed. I'm done. I'm cooked. Kevin, I appreciate you coming on, brother. Much
Peace.
love.
Love y'all. Have a good one,
brother.
Kev out.
Kevin has left the building. I don't. You probably missed that because I know I missed that. It was hilarious to me right now. Greg, 500 woo. Guys, have a good night. I am out of here. I appreciate you guys, big time. Like you guys don't even know. Big time, big time, big time, big time. I'm just kidding, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, share. The Goat Milk Diaries will be back. We're going to take a break and come back a little bit stronger and a little bit better. Lane, Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for staying on here this long. I know there was better stuff to watch on TV or YouTube, but thank you guys for hanging in there, man. I really appreciate it. I am out of here. I got to go to bed. My lovely wife is waiting for me. I got to go. But you guys, I will see you hopefully next week, okay? And we'll talk about it. Hopefully New Year's Eve. We'll probably do that for a little bit and take it from there. Okay, guys? One step at a time. Have a good night. Merry Christmas. God bless all of you, your families. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for all the views, guys. Appreciate it so much. Have a good night.